Welcome to Team Fat vs. Team Ajae week number 3. I'm so happy to be here. I am BC Dagger along with my co-little man. This is Little Dagger here, aka Grant. And we will not be casting today. It's going to be Flash for the Win and Esports John casting. I'm so happy to have them helping out. But meanwhile, I will be hanging out with my baby who's got this adorable little Woody on the back. And of course, I got to thank my producer, my wife here off to the side, who is helping me out to film these short little videos. Guys, I'll see you in the commercial break. Remember to donate to Matcherino, Fat Brood War if you want to donate that free dollar. Also, donate your own dollar if you got one. All right, thank you.
Welcome everybody, I am Esports John, and today I have with me Flash for the Win. We're going to be doing Team Fat versus Team AJ today. How's it going, Flash?
It's going amazing, dude. I mean, God, I could not stop smiling when I saw the little baby.
Yeah, isn't it so adorable? Oh my gosh.
So cute. BC Dagger better be promising us way more baby videos, because I know I'm not satisfied with just that.
Yeah, it's definitely good. So, just a quick tidbit. Did you happen to watch the first 2 weeks of Fat versus AJ? Do you know what's happened so far?
I actually have not. I've seen the results of them, I think. What was it? Fat won first round and then AJ won the second. Yeah. So I was pretty surprised that Fat managed to win in the ace match, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't really seen too much of it. But obviously, I know how good some of these players are. I know Bonnet, for example, if he ever plays a TVP, has amazing carrier control, for example.
Yeah, Bonnet is actually really the reason why Team Fat won in week 1. And then last week we had a whole bunch of crazy games. Just lots of like crazy back and forth action. There was a game where True Touch actually was turtled. It was a ZVZ, and True Touch had turtled on one base with like 7 or 8 spores, and he killed off every single one of GoRush's workers, but he still lost the game because there were like 20 to 30 mutalists in the sky for GoRush versus 0 for him. So, but it was a crazy game. Lots of crazy stuff last week.
It's pretty intense. I can't wait to get into the games.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Our first game is gonna be Eon Zerg versus Cloud. I accidentally wrote that wrong. Let me fix that in just a second. All right, so what can we expect from this matchup, do you think?
Hold on. I feel like my replay file is corrupted.
No. No! Wait, how is it corrupted? You should be in the same game with me.
Yeah, I am. I don't know why. I just see workers moving around randomly now, and the tile set is weird.
Do we need to restart it then?
Hold on, let me see if... Yeah, maybe. One sec.
Okay, let me know.
Let me open up in a single player real quick, just see if sharing replays is the reason why. Wow, we probably should have done this before.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, I assumed if we could get in the same lobby, it would be fine. So.
Yeah, that was what I thought as well.
In that case, I guess I'll just go ahead and exit out of this, and we'll restart.
Yeah, go single player, and then we'll restart with just synced up, because that was really weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sorry.
Oh well, rip.
Watching about that.
Technical difficulties.
Apparently, you can't do that.
This must be an ESL tournament.
No,
all right.
All right. Let me know when you want to go.
1 second. I just lit it up. I am paused at 0000.
Okay.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And we're playing this on fast or fastest?
Fastest.
All right, let's do it. Okay.
All right. Sorry about that, everyone.
So, moving into it, Eon Zerg versus Cloud. I don't know much about the Brood War players of old. Can you tell me a little bit about Cloud?
I actually don't know that much. I think Cloud came well before my time. I started following Brood War in about 2000, late 2008, early 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming he was very, very late. If anything, I would assume Cloud to be a Protoss player, but that's not the case. He's a Terran player.
Oh, well, it could be that he's off racing. Who knows?
No, but anyways, so I honestly don't know. So your guess is gonna be as good as mine. I know that Aeon Zerg is a pretty solid Zerg player. I've seen some of his games. I've watched his stream a couple times. So we'll definitely.
I'd say he's one of the top 3 foreigner players right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty
He's a
solid.
pretty solid player. Really, really tactical. He's one of the fastest foreigners as well. So I'm looking forward to see what he has in store in this game. I think he's probably going to go for a pretty standard 3-hatch build versus Terran. I haven't seen him do anything really unorthodox either on his stream or in the past 2 weeks. I feel like he's more of a much more standard Zerg player. Likes to do the very standard macro builds, not go too crazy with cheese or anything like that.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, Cloud played back in like 2004 and stuff like that in 2001. So he's a very old school player, old timer. Do you think that with I'm assuming that these guys have a little bit of lag or something like that because one's in Korea, one's in Europe. That you think that it might impact Meatless Micro? It might like tell Zergs, hey, maybe they don't want to go Meatless as much because of the lag issues, or do you think?
I mean,
that's
it depends. If we're real, Jan Zerg plays on Polish internet, so he probably is used to the lag.
That's true. That's very, very true. Yes.
But I don't think it'll be too bad. I know week 1, DeWalt had some lag issues versus Firebat Hero, and that impacted his play quite a bit. But since then, I haven't seen any really horrible miscontrol or anything like that from any of the players. Most of the time, people look like they're pretty much on point, so I don't think the lag is too bad, all things considered.
Okay, well that's fair enough. Good. And I think that we're gonna see the third hatch from Aeon Zerd be put down. Yep, there you go, 13 hatch for the third, and yeah,
Should
pretty
be
standard
15
game
hatch,
so far.
yo. 15.
15? Well, he's floating 400 minerals right now.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah, he went for 13 hatch. Interesting.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a little
I guess
bit unusual.
He wanted to say, I see, I see. Well, oh yeah, that is kind of weird. He saved
I
up
guess-
larva to make drones, and then made his hatch.
That might have been a lag issue. It's
I
very
don't think so.
possible.
Anyways, we got a couple Marines here coming out from Cloud, moving across the map, doing this kind of initial annoying Marine pressure, forces out a couple of these Zerglings, but
That is a ton of drones transferring. I guess he was afraid of a bunker rush coming across the map.
yeah, very possible. But yeah, he's making an initial Sun Colony. Actually pretty scared about this, and Cloud is just going to be able to get that first Sun Colony for free. Actually pulled a second SCV, so yeah, it could have been a potential bunker rush that we are seeing. So Aeons are doing a very good job here of kind of predicting this. He did make a couple of Zerglings, made a Sun Colony, and he's going to be very safe right now.
Right. But he did invest a lot into that defense. 6 Zerglings plus a sunken colony. That's a lot for a non-threat. But it looks like he's actually going to be able to deny his scout with the sunken, so maybe it pays off for itself.
Yeah, he will be able to deny. He's starting up his lair right now, but yeah, he has committed a lot. You see, there's only about 5 drones mining minerals in his main base, in his natural base. There's about, I think, 8 or something like that. So in total, he's got about 1 mineral line fully saturated, but he's got to look to drone up really hard right now behind the Sun Colony, especially because he has that made that defense. You might as well use it to your full advantage.
Right. And he has a couple of sneaky Zerglings trying to go around. I wonder if he's trying to catch the Terran with his pants down, but Cloud is in position. He's got plenty of Marines to deal with this sort of run by, and that's not really going to do anything.
Yeah, Cloud's going to be very prepared for a pretty good portion of the game. He's going for the 2 Racks Academy build, so he's going to have a lot of Marines getting pumped out, and we'll be able to deflect almost any kind of Zergling attack, even if it was some kind of a 3-hatch Ling. Curiously enough, this is, I think, the reason why he skipped the bunker here at the front, because he has so many Marines that doesn't really need the bunker.
Right. One thing to note, which is kind of weird, is right now Jan Zerg is actually floating quite a bit of gas, and I don't think he got Ling speed
He's
yet.
getting Spire. Yeah, but he's going to be getting Spire, which is why he has a lot of gas. I think it will be a 3-hatch Mutalisk build. We're going to see where he puts down the Spire, try to, bait out scans across his base. Meanwhile, Zerg is getting a couple Marine kills over here at this bridge area, so really nicely done by him. And yeah, he's still not putting down any of his tech structure. There it is, Spire now. Okay, he finally put down his naturals. It took a while. Maybe it is lag, but
I think it is, because he still hasn't started. Zergling speed just started. Usually you get that while the lair is morphing, so a bit unusual there. But 3-Ling's going to sneak in the back. Are they going to try to go up into the main? No, SCV blocks off the ramp. Oh, no, never mind. SCV gives up.
Oh, these three Zargans actually be extremely annoying for Cloud to deal with. At the same time, though, he's pushing across the map with this squadron of Marine Medic right now. The Sun Colonies need to get up in time. Yeah, look at this, pulling drones, making evolution chambers to kind of stall for these Sungans to get up. They're about halfway done right now. The Marines might stim in. Here they go, stim in, attacking the evolution chambers. Cloud not actually going after the Sun Colonies, just going to try to kill off these Evo chambers and deal a little bit of economic damage. But here it goes. A couple drones do go down, so and a couple Marines. But I would say this is a pretty worthwhile attack. He forced out a decent amount of minerals to make this Evo chambers and lost a few drones. So really well done by Cloud.
Lucky those got up just in time. I'm a little surprised he hasn't made any Zerglings past the initial few. I guess he felt like he was really far behind in the early game. But he's going to be safe for now. He's going to be transitioning to that Mutalisk. And I think at this point, considering the economic damage that's been dealt to him, both of that initial Marine poke and this next one this last one that just came, I think he's going to have to do significant damage with these Mutalisks in order to actually get even or ahead in this game.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you right there. He's gonna have to definitely do a lot to try to come back. I would say he's probably behind right now, and starting up his Hydralisk Den, he's gonna start transitioning into that attempted third base, third gas somewhere across the map. But Cloud's already pretty well prepared for this. He's already got turrets everywhere right now. He's gonna start adding on his second turrets at each of his locations soon. And again, we'll have to see how good Aeon Zerg's Mutalisk Micro is. I haven't really seen it personally yet, so I'm not going to be one to judge or say how good it is right now. Cloud actually might get supply block here, potentially. Yeah, he will get supply block for a little bit, so that's a little bit unfortunate for him.
Are these... Oh, I was scared for a second. They almost... the Mutalisk almost AFK flew over a group of Marines. Very nice forethought from Cloud to send those Marines up in that direction.
Yeah, really well.
Good micro so far. I think this has been pretty good, picking off a couple Marines here and there. He does lose one Muta, but so far I think it's been a worthwhile trade.
Yeah, I would say so. Probably agree with that. Engineering Bay's got +1, almost done actually. So these Mutalisks will have to have a little bit more of a timing. And actually, I see the Mutalisks kind of basically pushing away the Marine Medic in order to try to get this drone over here to its third base, which is pretty interesting to say. It's interesting that he puts his third base in this location here at the top right, or at least he's going for, when the Marines are kind of pushed over to this area. And wow, somehow the scans going down at the two different locations, not finding the drone going there. So that's gonna be interesting.
Gonna find a way. One Mutalisk almost gets caught, but
yeah,
again,
I saw that.
Again, overall, really good control from Aeon Zerg. Just doing a really good job of keeping his Mutalisk safe, just kind of poking out and getting Marines where he can. I think overall this has been pretty well done by him so far, but he really does need to get that third base up pretty soon, or else he's gonna start facing the inevitable slow death of Marines, tanks, and science vessels.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know if the scan caught that drone there, or otherwise he would have known. But it looks like he doesn't know because he's not sending any Marines over there right now. Ooh, this overload might get picked off, but the Marines decide not to go up on the high ground.
High ground, OP.
High ground, OP. But yeah, we've got a decent amount of Marines here that actually could break this depending where the Mutalisks are. Yeah, finally Mutalisks are coming back right now. The Lurker eggs are just about to finish. There's the first Lurker that finishes. So he will be able to deal with this attack force right here. And but bringing back a couple of these units, and nicely done, sneaking a couple of these two Lurkers over past the Marines up at the 12 o'clock position. So he will be able to shuttle them by and be able to defend his third base for a meantime.
Yeah, that's very well done. So he's probably going to be able to get that third base up, depending on how early the tanks and science vessels come out. But I think
Cloud is supply blocked again. Is making 3 depots all at once.
Yeah, well, you can see his APM is a lot lower than Aeon Zerg. It's actually very, very low for a Korean player, only sitting around 200. So you can tell that Cloud he's trying to fight with the interface a little bit. It's a little bit difficult for him in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, he is super old school, so he's not going to be the best player. Aeon Zerg losing another Mutalisk here, but he's going to try to go into his base here. Actually, only one turret in a couple of these locations, so Aeon Zerg could potentially do a lot here. Looks like Cloud opted for SK Terran style with double starport, so canceling that science facility is going to delay.
Yeah, that's such a huge deal. That's going to make it so much harder for Cloud to get that big push going, and it's going to give Aeon Zerg probably like another 2 minutes, honestly, to get his economy and his hive tech up. So really well played for him so far.
is already halfway done. So this is looking a lot like he is going to be able to stabilize at least onto these couple of gas bases in the meantime. And Nice Canal is also just finished, so he's going to start that over at the third base. So once that Nice Canal is there, it's almost impossible for Cloud to be able to break that location. Even look at this, even defending as drops right now. If you see the location of this lurker and a couple of links here at this top right-hand portion of his main base, so he's played really solidly. He's come back a lot. I would still say that Cloud probably has a slight advantage because of the fact that his economy hasn't really been touched. But again, tech was delayed by a little bit.
Right. But this is a gigantic force at Cloud's natural. It's pretty scary if he can ever find a way to actually break out that ramp. Like as soon as that first couple of science vessels come out, this is gonna be a really scary push. But it looks like he's actually gonna be going for that drop play first before he gets the first science vessel out. Maybe he'll do a simultaneous attack.
It's very possible. The issue is that if he goes for a simultaneous attack on any location, you notice here how the lurkers are in pretty good position here at the natural base, at least at the top of the ramp. They're also in a very good position. And Aeon Zerg has his lurkers and links spread across his third base as well, and his main to be able to deal with any kind of drop play. So again, I'm not sure how this dropship is going to work out. Aeon Zerg has taken pretty much all the precautionary measures to deal with it. He's even got links over here at this natural base behind the minerals to deal with it as well. So he's really solidly covered. And as long as he gets to that mid game or late game stage with that consume, which is just about to finish now, he's going to be in a solid position.
Fair enough. Do you think it's a mistake to just leave this Marine medic force out here in front of the Zerg base? Or do you think he should be pulling that home by now?
This is still a pretty good area, but once that consume and swarm comes up, it definitely needs to make sure that they are hotkeyed and is able to pull them back. And the reason is because, you know, this is delaying any kind of Zergling force that is going to be able to roam into the middle of the map. Obviously, at a third base, you're going to have to.
We do see the first drop in the top right. And that's actually going to clean up pretty easily. Yeah,
so like
no problem.
Aeon Zerg is doing a very good job here. The big force coming here into this fourth base location right now. We'll see if he can deny this hatchery, maybe force a cancel. Because there is no Defiler over here right now. He hasn't shuttled one through that Nice Canal. Yeah, that's going to be a very long time before that fourth base ever comes up now. And like we said before, here comes that force over at that natural base trying to break out at this location. But lost a lot of links there as well.
Right, yeah, I think, oh good, we do have the Defiler out, so this ramp is going to be held for right now. At least until all the Defilers get irradiated, but he should have a pretty steady supply of those Defilers coming through the Nidus. I don't think I'll have too much trouble defending this ramp for a while, at least until the Science Vessel count gets up there, because only one Science Vessel right now. It's pretty easy to ward that off.
Yeah, Plague is just about to finish as well, and we had the +1 Carapace upgrade on that, on those Zerglings, so really nice there. But unfortunately, right now, it looks like Aeon Zerg is actually getting pushed back quite a bit. We're not seeing a decent play on a couple of these tanks, but at the same time, again, you know, it looks like he's able to hold on, but the fact that he doesn't have a fourth base and a fourth gas coming up is a little bit problematic for me. He's also floating in quite a bit of minerals and gas right now. I'm not sure if he's trying to save up for those Ultralisk later, but yeah, maybe he'll make a break once his Crackling upgrade finishes in about 30 seconds.
I wonder if he would have been better off doing a Swarm there instead of a Plague. Like, Plague is really, really good, but at this point, like, you really need to break down that ramp. But actually, all of the Lurkers at the top of this ramp get cleaned up, and tons of Lings going down for free. This is looking pretty bad for Aeon Zerg. He might actually lose this base in just a second as soon as the Terran can walk up the ramp.
Yeah, another Radiate going on at the Defiler. The Defiler goes down, and I don't see, there's one Defiler right now at his natural base right now that he probably should funnel through that Nidus Canal. At the same time, look at this, Marine's already pushed into the base, so it might be a little too late at this point. He's got a ton of Cracklings right now moving to this bottom left-hand position at the same time, and he's finally able to clean up this little force here that broke up across the ramp. But again, losing so many of these drones, his mineral intake is going to be really hampered for quite a bit.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal. It's such an uphill battle to chase the Terran out of your third base once they get up that ramp. He has managed to do it right now, but like the next wave of reinforcements can easily take that down. But yeah, we have a gigantic drop coming into the main right now. Is he going to actually be able to break this, or are there going to be enough Scourge to actually take this down?
He's got 2 pairs of Scourge right now that needs to be moving to position. Hey, like, what are you doing right now? He's actually got 3 pairs of Scourge over here, but a little bit slow on the reaction. But you know, even though he was a little slow, he had enough Scourge to kind of ward them away in the right position. So
Yeah, and look
over
at
there.
Jan Zerg's APM. It's dropped from that 350 we saw earlier down to 250. So you can tell he's definitely being overwhelmed by the multitasking. Trying to figure out what he's supposed to do next, and then this big drop comes in the top right instead. And there's nothing here to defend other than a few defilers. But if Cloud plays this correctly, he can easily maneuver around these Dark Swarms.
Yeah, but while we were talking, actually a big kill here at the third base. You know, Cloud set up that mineral only base at that inside 5 o'clock position, and Cracklings, a swarm of Cracklings,
Wow,
was able to take it out. So he has been able to adjust a little bit and come back a little bit by taking out this third base, really crucial. But I think Cloud is just going to double expand anyways and take that 6 o'clock position at the same time. Again, Aeon Zerg just needs to maybe get another macro hatch and start pumping out those Cracklings, because ultimately Cloud is going for that big mech switch right now. He's got a couple of factories coming up, and he's got mines, got speed upgrade on those vultures. So definitely look for Aeon Zerg to just massive produce those speedlings and run them across the map.
Right. Oh, okay. They're the factories. I was trying to figure out where the factories you were talking about were. Oh gosh. The difficulties of being a caster and an observer at the same time. Anyhow, we do see that Aeon Zerg is going to finally be able to clean up this push at his 4th base, but at what cost? He's lost so much map control, and even though...
More dropships and vessels to support here with the irradiate, so this time he's going to be able to irradiate the defilers, irradiate all the lurkers here, and then once those are all dead, he can send in these 2 dropships here. Aeon Zerg not having Scourge over here in this position is a huge mistake right now, actually.
There's a lot of fire bats in these dropships as well, so even like Masslings is going to be difficult to deal with this. And 2 Scourge just walk right past the... Oh my gosh, all the Scourge walk right past the dropships to kill off the science vessels.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
The reason why he's not really paying attention here is because he's got a big attack here coming in to this mineral only once again, but losing basically half and most of, if not his entire league force, the spider mines on the way in. And yeah, Cosco's got a ton of units also at that natural base right now. Here comes the big drop into the 3rd base again, and once his Nice Canal goes down, I just don't see a way for Aeon Zerg to come back and save him.
Yeah, that's brutal. It's not like he's actually going to be able to expand to a different place. He's trying to get some damage done with these Zerglings down in this turn 3rd, but just once you have all of these vultures out, it's so much difficult to actually get anything done with those lings. And even a drop killing off, or even I don't even know if that was a drop or just a small marine firebat force over in the left-hand corner in the 9 o'clock position, killed off that hatch. So it's just... Right now, Aeon Zerg is scrambling to find any sense of control in this game. He's trying to get out a couple of ultras, but I'm not sure that's going to work.
Oh no, the ultra egg goes down! So he's just lost a bunch of minerals from that.
Yeah, there's another one over here as well. That's probably going to go down.
Yeah,
At this point, you're better off just canceling these eggs, but I think his attention is elsewhere.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's just trying to desperately set up a 3rd base anywhere across the map, even here at this inside mineral-only base again, not even going for a gas base, especially when you transition to Ultralisks. I mean, he's got 1-2 upgrades on his Ultras with the armor upgrade, and he's currently not actually getting the speed upgrade on these Ultras, so, you know, this is how far he is in the dumps for his economy right now. He's just got no money to even get the speed upgrade on these Ultras. So at this point, I mean, Cloud's got his 4th base just about to come up, and he's gonna get
I think Aeon Zerg is like head in hands right now. You can see his APM dropping below 200. He seems at a loss to really make anything happen right now. Like, his entire force is these 4 ultras and a lurker. He's got to be able to kill off like 3 Terran armies with it in order to actually get anything done. I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, absolutely not. I mean, congrats, you're getting a little bit of damage done, delaying mining at this 4th base, but okay, once he moves his marine force over, which, again, Cloud's APM not the highest. You can see it's only about a 110, 220, yeah, around there right now. So he's not moving his units fast enough to deal with these ultras just yet, but he's gonna, once he cleans it up, I mean, look at this. Aeon Zerg's almost about mined out at both his main and natural. He has not a single drone right now at that 3rd mineral only base, and scan goes down on it, and once he sees that, yeah, again, 2 more dropships coming over here. And this base is just gonna not be there anymore.
Yeah, this is brutal. And you, like, we talked about how low Cloud's APM is, but look how well he's doing of just keeping an eye on every part of the map. He's got everywhere that Aeon Zerg could possibly expand, he's already got units in place, so he doesn't actually have to react. He already has stuff to deal with any sort of push. Really smart play from him, just being intelligent with his unit placement and cutting off all avenues for Aeon Zerg to get back in this game. This drop in the main is going to get cleaned up, but...
Oh, he's making battle cruisers now.
Oh god. You know it's
Yeah.
over when you're making battle cruisers.
Yeah, he's that far ahead right now, I would say, and I mean, like he's might not as main natural, but again, he's got two full brand new mineral lines to deal with, and once I think Anzar sees his battle cruisers come out, I mean, he's like just got no way to deal with it. Scourge don't even deal with them well because battle cruisers one shot Scourge, and by the time you run your Scourge at a battle cruiser, is
Yeah, it
they're
also
going
takes about
down.
like 40 million Scourge to actually kill a BC, so.
Yeah, I mean, Anzar's trying to run across the map right now with these 1-2 links, but at the same time, like, what's he gonna do? 2-1 Marines as well at the same time, and these vultures with spider mines, half of them are cleaned up, and yeah, here come the battle cruisers, and Anzar just still got this drop to deal with here in his main base, losing a bunch of these drones at the same time, and his natural's got no more money, his main's got no more money, he's finally transferred to his third base at this point, but again, no gas to support these ultras, and he's just got 200 minerals, 100 gas right now, whereas I mean, this force might do a little bit, and because these Valkyries are going to take a while to kill off all of these Lings and Ultras, but
Yeah. It's surprising how well Yunzerg is held in this game. Still finding openings to get damage done, but it's like his economy is just so far behind that even if he takes cost-efficient trades, he doesn't have an economy right now. His main is being dropped. He's about to lose his Defiler Mound, lose his Ultra's Cavern.
yeah,
So it's
I mean,
just
everything's going
it's
down
brutal. It's so brutal. I really want him to do well, but I think this is the end. It's might take him a while to tap out, but it's pretty much over at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely over right now. I mean, the fact that he lost a spawning pool and for a period of time he couldn't even afford a spawning pool is the shape that he's in right now. And yeah, I'm just surprised that Cloud hasn't just moved across the map and tried to kill him yet, or established some kind of force at the front to stop these pesky Ultralisk and Links to deal with it. You can see Cloud's APM back on the rise again, and Aeonzer just doesn't know what to do. He's just, he's probably just spamming it elsewhere right now. He's trying to set up this 12 o'clock position, but I don't know. This force in the middle of the map is going to be enough to just kill off this third base.
It's ironic though if you actually look at Cloud's economy. He has some pretty good income now, but just a minute ago he had like 0 minerals. It was actually kind of weirdly close because he lost so many SCVs, or so many SCVs were just sitting in the natural in the main doing nothing. So there was actually kind of an opening there for Yunzar to actually get some damage done, but I think at this point, if Cloud just sits back, lets all of this energy accumulate on all of these science vessels, gets a few more BCs and a few more mech units, like he can easily just walk across the map, deal with this.
Yeah, we can see there's one Marine back here at this third base.
Oh god.
Like 4 drones or something like that. Yeah, that was brutal. But BCs are also moving into position now to just harass soon. He's got 3 battle cruisers here. But yeah, I was about to say, Cloud has played this game pretty solidly, but there's finally the GG from Aeonzerg, and that's going to be game 1 going to Team Ajae.
Yeah, well played by Cloud. Just doing a really good job of having units in the right positions at the right time. And Aeonzerg, it looked a little rocky from the very beginning, but he could never seem to quite get a grip on that game. A little bit unfortunate. So we're gonna go and head into a commercial now with Bisu Dagger, and we'll be back for game 2.
What a great number 1 we just saw with Cloud versus Aeonzerg. Cloud, of course, taking the win. Game number 1 for Team Ajae, so it is going to be that 1-0. And, of course, I'm so happy to be here with you guys just for this commercial break. I am BC Dagger and my little boy here. So donate on Matcherino.com and enter Fat Brood War to donate a free $1. And if you guys don't donate enough money, then I'm going to have to take away the money that puts clothes on this adorable little guy. So don't you want to donate? Please do so at Matcherino.com. And come on, Team Fat, try and win the next game.
All right. Always great to see Bisu Dagger and his little baby. They're so adorable.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, yeah, I just can't imagine how cute that is right now. Little Dagger. He said he was gonna make his wife was gonna make the little guy a Reaver costume when he starts crawling. So he's crawling around.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that would be actually the cutest thing I've ever seen. So hopefully that actually comes to fruition, because I would be the happiest person.
All right, I am set up for game number 2 now. Are you loaded into the replay?
Yep. Let me know when you're going.
Give me 1 second to change the scoreboard. We have Bonnet versus Zeus. This is the the rematch from week 1. Excited to see this. Boneth is 2-0 over Zeus right now, by the way.
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff from Bonnet. And again, he's probably the best form player right now, I would say.
Think so?
It's him, right? It's I mean, he's definitely top 3 at least.
Whoops. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He also took a series off Scan, pretty amazingly. I mean,
Oh,
obviously, he just
that's
went carry.
that makes you god tier already. Like,
I mean, he went carries like in the 2 games he won. He won 1-2, but 2-1. But obviously, he had to stick to his strengths and went carries both the game or the games that he won. So.
all right, let's start this game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome to Game 2, Fat versus Ajae. Team Ajae in the lead, 1-0 right now. In the top left-hand corner, we have the yellow Protoss. That is going to be Zeus representing Team Ajae. And in the top right, the teal Protoss. That is going to be Boneth, 2-0 over his opponent so far in this league. I'm excited to see what comes out of this match.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's gonna be really cool to see how this goes for Bonnet again. We'll see if he can pull off a 3-0 over Zeus. And I think that maybe Team Ajae should probably try to avoid putting Zeus up against Bonnet because they're gonna realize like, hey, we keep losing right now. So again, PvP though, what do you expect from these players? I mean, I haven't seen the games from the two yet, so. What has been really going on? Have they just going opening up Reaver strategies and whatnot? I mean, I know Bonnet's Reavers are really good.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit of both. There's definitely been. Bonneth has. Sorry, I'm doing one thing real fast. Okay, so there's been a lot of contains and things of that nature, but overall, Bonneth's Reaver control has been a little bit more crisp. And his macro has been out of control. So even when Zeus has been able to contain him on one base, Boneth has done a really good job of breaking out and actually counter-containing his opponent. So it's been really impressive. There's been a lot of... I wouldn't say that the two of them have done like any kind of really crazy builds or anything like that. We've seen some 3-gate openers versus a fast expansion, like a robo expansion. But I don't know if we'll see anything super crazy. I don't think we've actually seen any fast DTs or anything of that nature yet.
All right, fair enough. That's pretty good information to know. In the meantime, here we see that Zeus actually took his gas much later than Bonnet, so he's going to be going for that Zealot first. And in the meantime, Bonnet's going to open up a faster tech with a faster core, and we're going to see if he makes Zealots to counter that. There is the first Zealot being produced right now, but he will have a Dragoon right afterwards. I think that we're going to see another Zealot coming out from Zeus before the Dragoon. And ooh, Miner Pylon going off in the base for Bonnet, so Zeus being a very pesky man. Unfortunately, didn't catch a single probe back there, but is able to deny one of the mineral patches.
Yeah, that's always super annoying. Not the best placement on that, but at the very least, that will give him good scouting information moving forward, because you know, it takes forever to actually kill that, even with the first Zealot out. And since Bonnet went for that delayed Zealot, you know, you definitely get a lot better information. And another Miner Pylon going down.
Wow.
Again, I'm not totally sold on the positioning of these pylons, but that one was a little bit, at least a little bit better. It's causing a few to walk behind the mineral lines right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of got a couple of them denied right now. As you can see, they're glitching in and out to the back area. So yeah, it is denying a lot of this. He's got another one down. Wait, triple Miner Pylon. That's pretty sick right now. So
the first Zealot's also coming in here right now. So he's going to be able to harass and do a lot of damage, just be really annoying with this. But the first Dragoon is out as long as Bonnet is on... Sorry, yeah, as long as Bonnet is on point about moving his probes on time, he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, and we're going to see if he loses even a single probe right now. Ooh, almost one probe going down, but really nice micro there. And this one Dragoon... Oh, is he going to get a probe? Yeah, he does get one probe with that Zealot out. So that's pretty cool, I guess. And finally going to be able to pick off all of these pylons. And a couple of idle probes here from Bonnet at the same time, because he was trying to deal with that Zealot.
So the question is, was all of that worth it? Was 3 pylons and a Zealot and a probe going down, was that really worth the economic damage that he actually caused?
Well, every mana pylon that you get successfully is worth itself. The extra Zealot getting one probe is, I'm probably sure it's probably not worth it. Also losing the probe that he used to scout. So overall, I would say this is, I mean, probably even at this point. I mean,
Okay.
Maybe one person has a slight advantage, but I wouldn't say it's anything like near game breaking.
All right, so we do see a Robo coming out for Bonneth. Looks like he's going to transition into that Reaver tech. Do we see the Robo? Yes, the Robo also came out for Zeus, but he's also going to be going into that as well with the added benefit of having an earlier second gateway, so he might be able to have a little bit better production moving into the mid game. Looks like both of them are a little bit nervous about taking an expansion too early. They're going to be a little bit more cautious in case the other player goes for some sort of fast 3-gate or anything like that.
Yeah, both players are going to be playing very, very safe. Just the 2-gate Robo probably into expansion. We're going to see we already see the observatory coming out here from Bonneth, and it's going to have an observer that can be made very shortly. You're going to send that into the base of Zeus, and he'll have all that scouting information for himself. And they'll probably start the shuttle as well as the support bay, which just started. So we're going to see again how good his Reaver control is going into this mid-game portion.
I think Bonneth actually picked off a Dragoon in the middle of the map earlier, and did a decent amount of damage to that Dragoon as well. So pretty well played by Bonneth so far. He's got all of these small advantages, and it really just depends on if he can actually make those advantages add up going into the later portions of this game. We see both players already have the support bay and the observatories up, so they're both going to be going into that Reaver drop style of play. And this really goes back to the mantra of PvP, whoever expands first dies. We're going to have to see who goes for the first expansion and see if they can actually defend it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the case. We see the Reaver coming out right now first from Bonneth over the shuttle first. So, it does point in a direction that says, hey, maybe he wants to look to expand with this Reaver in order to defend against potential attacks. And at the same time, we see that the Robo is going to be slightly behind for Zeus, which means that he might have to be able to take his base a little bit later than Bonneth. So that might give him a little bit of an economic lead in that aspect. No shell speed start from either player yet, though.
Right.
Which I'm paying attention to.
And we see the observers sharking around in the main, just trying to get an idea of what his opponent's doing. Honestly, at this point, I think all you need to do is just watch the natural. If a Nexus doesn't come down within a reasonable time, then you need to start worrying. But other than that, you don't really even need to see into the main, because you just know your opponent's probably just going to be making Reaver Shuttle plus Gateway units. Not really anything super tricky your opponent can throw at you on win base and PvP, as far as I know.
Yeah, probably not. And we see both players now getting down their expansion, so they're going to transition into the more mid to late game portions right now. And Bonneth's macro slipping a little bit there. Had the gateways not queued up for a portion of time. But again, he's got that second Reaver coming out soon. So again, he's going to be very safe to defend with this with his base. And probably I would expect a shuttle to come out right after and start harassing with those Reavers. There's a shuttle speed from Zeus at least. I still haven't seen it from Bonneth.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting that the shuttle speed is actually coming out so late. I wonder if Bonneth is just going to be focused on playing very defensively. He doesn't need the shuttle speed if he's not going to be doing any kind of crazy Reaver micro. You can honestly just set these Reavers down in the natural for a while and just pick them up when necessary. You don't need to have the crazy shuttle speed to do much at this point in the game. But we'll have to see. Maybe he forgot it. That's one of those things you always have to worry about. Like, did the player actually forget to get the upgrade, or is it actually pre-planned? But we do see a force from Zeus moving out across the map right now. Looks like he might be trying to get a little bit aggressive.
Oh, might see this observer over here. Yeah, he's gonna go over and try to pick off this observer here from Bonneth. And Bonneth, did he have the reaction time? Yes, he does. Just managed it with the skin of his teeth. And we see the shuttle now loading up these couple Reavers, and here we go. Looks like he's going to go for start more aggressive. Oh, the observer does go down, unfortunately.
Womp womp. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let's just take a quick tally of the economy so far. It looks like Zeus actually might be a little bit ahead in terms of the probe count. He has a lot of probes at his natural, and he's already got that second gas up and running. So Zeus doing a pretty good job of getting ahead in the economic battle so far. But it really just depends on if he can hold off this first bit of aggression coming out from Bonneth.
Yeah, I was about to say there was a slight timing there where Bonte pushed across the map a lot faster. Oh, the Reaver's already down to red health, so
Ooh.
Zeus not paying attention to that Reaver. So one more Reaver shot, or even just 2 Dragoon shots, will be able to kill that. The mana pylon in the front goes down, or sorry, it's not mana, it's an AI pylon, and a couple of Dragoons are going down for free to these Reavers. So Bonte's doing a very good job with these Reavers so far.
Ooh, scares me. I wasn't sure if he was actually going to pick off that Reaver there for a second, but a little bit, Boneth kind of messing up this control a bit. Maybe he pushed in there and realized, oh, my opponent has a lot more Dragoons than I thought, and just decides to back off right now.
Yeah, but look at the shuttle speed is done. So look, the shuttle might go in for a really aggressive move here, and the Dragoons are not in place right now for Bond to deal with it. He does have a probe, does see the shuttle coming over, so he will be able to move in time, but low, his reaction time not the best right now. Here comes the Reaver. We'll see how many kills it gets onto these probes, but looks like the Scarab is going to glitch, unfortunately.
The good moments where you're like, this is the perfect drop, but then the Scarab glitches out on the minerals for like 10 minutes. Brood War. What a wonderful game.
Much Reaver is what we like to call it. Much is a player infamous for having terrible Scarab AI. So we call those dud Reavers and much Reavers. So anyways,
Nice.
Unfortunately not able to do anything. But yeah, it looks like Bonnet had a little bit of, I would say he had an advantage there going for that attack, but getting thwarted, I think he pushed in a little too aggressively there. Should have used his Reavers to poke out a little more. But both players now have that shuttle speed, so they're going to both look to take that third base now and kind of harass and defend. Here we go with Bond with one Reaver of his own coming into the natural base of Zeus.
Right, we're going to see if that does a lot of damage, but 2 Reavers already in place, and oh, that Reaver does take a bit of damage from that Scarab at the natural, but...
Oh, Dragoons pop out, but no, they're not rallied in time, but looks like the shuttle Reaver is going to go down.
Is this a big hit? Is this a big hit?
Oh my god, I thought it was going to be like the perfect hit, but the Reaver is unfortunately not going to get one kill. Wow.
This is one of those moments where you just want to slam your keyboard up against the wall.
I mean, it's so
like you're standing
right
next to the probes, like, come on, Reaver. Come on.
But it's always funny because the irony is that if the AI of these units were like way better, they would be a little bit too broke.
They'd be god tier, yeah. Like you just get in there and it's like.
Stay with Dragoons, dude. Stay with Dragoons. Dragoons would be like the best unit in the game if their AI was good. But
yeah, because they're like so freaking tanky, dude. For a ranged unit, they're like the tankiest
and
thing
they
in the game.
20 damage a shot, like as a tier 1.5 unit, like it's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, we do see Zeus moving out across the map right now. Looks like he might be going on the aggression. He saw the space going down for Boneth over in the third base area. But Boneth smartly decides to pull back and not make it so quickly. It looks like he actually might be going for it now, but as soon as he sees these Dragoons coming up here, he's probably going to say, oh, no, never mind, I need to go save that first.
Yep.
Let's not put down a Nexus quite so soon. But a Reaver coming into the main of Boneth right now. It might be able to pick off a couple of probes.
Oh, he's not paying attention. He's not paying attention right now. Oh,
big hit!
Scared shot. Huge Scarab shots going down right now. So this Reaver has gotten many kills now, and this is going to be a very worthwhile Reaver. The shuttle might go down here, but yeah, he's just going to drop the Reaver for suicide. Oh, another huge hit. So 13 kill Reaver at the very end of the day. So it's a really great Reaver there from Zeus, able to kind of make up for the fact that he had a terrible one before. But you know, and also being able to harass this third base for a little bit and setting up a third base of his own. Now I think that Zeus is in a very comfortable position right now, as well, getting that Storm upgrade almost done at the same time, and he's hasn't had leg upgrades yet, I don't think. Whereas Boneth went for leg upgrades over the Storm tech.
Yeah, that was a really smart play to put pressure on the third base while dropping in the main at the same time. But we do have to pay attention. There is a ton of units here for Boneth. He has a lot of Zealots coming out right now. There is Storm already out. Is it actually
but
finished?
oh my god, the Reavers can kill the High Templar before the Storm. They able to get Storm off. Oh, gets one of the High Templar there. Really nicely done there. A couple more High Templar are at the front. They had Storm energy, but they morphed into an Archon instead. So, you know, a pretty good pick off there from Bonnet, and he'll be also really pick off this Archon because it's sitting out in the front right now. So, really well done there by Bonnet, able to pick off essentially 3 High Templar for the cost of pretty much nothing right now.
Bonnet is going to pull back again. This is one of those things where I feel like he can honestly just blitz this.
DT in the third right now from Zeus.
Ah, okay, that makes a lot more sense then. That's so brutal, because he was right on the cusp of actually just winning the game, but these DTs are causing so much trouble, and he's actually probably going to have to just abandon this third base again. At this point, honestly, I would just rally stuff to the natural and just go for the all-in. It seems a little bit bad right now. Bonus
Oh, it's
just
got DTs
indecisive.
natural. Oh my god, yeah.
Oh gosh.
This is so bad right now. It's got more DTs coming in everywhere. Oh my god, a 4-kill DT over there. This DT has essentially shut down his third base entirely. 6-kill DT now. And yeah, it'll finally go down, but I mean, again, at what cost? Oh my god, more probes going down. Finally goes down after getting like essentially half of a mineral line by itself. And yeah, Bonnet had a period of time, I think, where he could have moved in and tried to kill Zeus with a killing blow, but he was very indecisive and just saw his third base going down, saw his mineral line and then actually going down. He just had to, I guess, deal with it. At the same time, Bonnet again going for another storm drop. He's got a high tempo on that shuttle, so we might see a huge storm drop and, you know, more harass on harass, and Zeus is just taking over this game.
Yeah, this is brutal. Every single time that Bonus tries to go for some sort of aggression, he pays for it. And he actually storms his own DT. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god.
Line going down. That is some sick damage there. All the probes going down. Bonus
oh god.
Right now, he's hardly making from his gateways at this point. He's trying desperately to find ways to make. He's obviously having to rebuild his probes, and a Dark Archon now coming out from Bonnet. So
yeah, I think at this point, honestly, just you have to Hail Mary it and just go for this. There really isn't enough time for you to rebuild your economy. You just have to hope that you can destroy all of your opponent's high-tech units right now. And good storms right now pushing back these Reavers, but Bonnet really good on the Reaver micro too. He's being able to dodge the storms and kill off the High Templar.
yeah, it's a little funny because he made a Dark Archon, but he's using the Reavers to pick out the High Templar, and the Dark Archons only are there to counter High Templar, so it's kind of a moot point. You might as well have the double Dark Archon right there. A whiff storm by Zeus, that's pretty funny to watch. But yeah, he's slowly breaking across his AI pylons to the front. Zeus has been doing a very good job of stalling the game, realizing that he has a huge economic advantage right now. He's actually ahead by 20 supplies, so even if he goes in with this big force here at the front, you know, at what cost is he going to try to break?
Another big drop going into the main of Bonnet.
Yeah, it's another Reaver drop.
Yes, it's surprising that he's still sticking with this Reaver drop this late in the game, but he probably just needs all the High Templar he can get back at home.
Yeah, probably. And it's so funny. He's doing a Reaver drop here at this third base when there's absolutely no pros here to kill. So, you know, he might as well be bringing back that Reaver for defense at this point. Yeah.
The one good thing that's going from Bonnet right now is he's actually supply blocked his opponent by killing off those pylons in the front. So, a bit of a funny moment there.
Yeah, so he still has some things going for him right now, but here go the Reaver, the Dragoons trying to go a suicide mission, but unfortunately the shuttle does survive. And yeah, I mean, I guess Bonnet
is just he's holding this out for way too long. He needs to go. Like, I know it's difficult to actually push into this, but the longer he waits, the worse this is actually going to get for him.
Yeah, he's now, again, down 25 supply. It will soon start going down by like 30 supply at some point. And the Reaver's going to come in here, going to be able to pick up another High Templar. So doing a pretty good job of that, but that High Templar had no energy in the first place. But here we go. Looks like Zeus is going to come into attack here, trying to break out. And I just don't see a way. There's no storms. The only AoE right now is the Reavers from Bonnet, and we'll see how good those are at the same time. But yeah, just trading blow for blow right now, and again, the Reaver's just doing quite a bit of damage here.
Yeah, he needs to get in here. The Dark Archon is here. Is he going to be able to feedback?
Where's the feedback? Oh, the Dark Archon, one feedback and two feedback. So no storms right now, but again, just there's no army from Bonnet right now.
Yeah, half of his army got stuck behind over there, behind the bridge, so just really brutal. None of the Archons got any of the hits on the Zealots until now. And a big storm going down on Bonnet's army. This looks like the beginning of the end. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to survive this counterattack coming out from Zeus.
Now Zeus is now double the supply right now. It's 150 to 77 supply. And Zeus, again, he's the really good harassment there from Zeus. And I think Bonnet was, again, a little too hesitant there. I think if he actually just went in, and again, a big Reaver drop here, killing off more pros at this third base. I just gotta say, you know, the Reaver drop of Bonnet just didn't do anything. Zeus just finally was able to do a ton of damage there at the main base. He's able to bring in more storm drops, DTs, and just found ways to play a game of attrition rather than a game of macro, which Bonnet may have been able to play a much better game on. So looks like Zeus is gonna be able to, you know, even up the series just a little bit. He's gonna have his revenge.
Reaver drop coming in again, getting even more. That was a really good shot as well.
Yeah, there's no cannon here. Oh my god! We'll see how this Reaver drop is going.
Oh my
god! These scarabs from Zeus at the very end of this game.
Oh gosh.
Terror to this probe line. I mean, Honestly's got no economy left, and he's mined out at his main base. Ironically enough, he's nowhere near mined out at his natural because he's lost so many probes there. So I guess that works out.
Yeah, that's I guess one perk, but this army from Zeus is getting gigantic. By the way, just so you know, during that entire engagement at Zeus's natural, he actually had a full control group of zealots up at his third. So.
Oh yeah, I saw. I panned over there after, but another storm drop going in. All the probes going down.
Oh god.
Oh my god. I think at this point, Bonnet has more units than he has probes.
Yeah, probably.
Let's think about this, right? He's got like 1 probe mining minerals at this natural base, and he's got about, I would say, like 8 probes right now, 12 now, mining his third base. So he's got 13 probes mining so far, and he's got about like, you know, probably about 20 Archons, Dragoons, and Zealots. So yeah, he's got more units than he has probes right now, which is not.
When you say it like that, it sounds amazing. He's got like 20 Archons, Dragoons, and Zealots.
Yeah, well, I mean, like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah, I know.
That'd be amazing if we had 20 Archons. Oh, Banner Nexus! Zeus with the Banner Nexus!
Got 2 of them. Oh my
I
god.
just wanted to put one, like, right at the actual choke. Oh, it'd be so perfect. Oh, is he gonna start cannoning him in? He's got a pylon over here.
Man, Zeus just like, he's finally getting that revenge for those 2 losses he had in week 1. Just he seems to be really upset about losing this.
Yeah,
game.
he does. I mean, wait, he canceled the Nexus. Oh, I think it's because Bond can see them or something like that. But oh, he's got the probe. He's got the probe. Oh,
yeah, there it is.
I love in-game celebrations, honestly.
You know what's funny is it's actually pretty well placed to cut off these 2 armies from each other, so it's actually kind of strategic.
Well, he's also blocking part of his army from getting into the base as well, but...
Yeah, but at this point you just aim move and just let everything block it because nothing can happen. There's...
Oh, no GG, I think he just left the game without GG.
Rage quit, there's the rage quit.
Oh my god, bought the no GG from at least for the replay there wasn't a GG, so really well played there from Zeus. Really good job of just storming across the map and then putting down some beautiful mana nexus, I have to say. Always love to see that happen. But yeah, it looks like Team Ajae gonna go up 2-0 now. Foreigner's gonna have to do something to fight back in the series.
Yeah, we'll have to see when we get back from this commercial break with Bisu Dagger.
Congratulations to Team Ajae for taking game number one, Cloud over Eon Zerg. I am BC Dagger with, of course, my little guy here. And, wow, what a game we just saw. Zeus finally getting the revenge on Bonnet that he wanted to. Team Ajae taking a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. Not looking good, Team Fat. Better climb back. Guys, I am BC Dagger. Please donate to Matcherino.com and enter the code FATBroodWar. Thank you so much for being part of this cast, and thank you to my casters again that are hosting this event. Guys, Fat Brood War, and then look at this adorable little pirate. Thank you.
All right, I realized that I accidentally played the game 2 setting before the game 3 one, so I accidentally messed up there. Probably no one knows what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Okay, it's not very clear. It says game 2, like the file is game 2, so I thought I'd play that after game 2, but apparently that's not what we do. Thanks, Bisu Dagger. Thanks for making me look dumb. Anyhow, hold on, give me 1 second. I have an overlay that I need to put on the...
Wait, you haven't put the overlay up yet?
Oh, okay, so there, yeah, what? So Bisu Dagger, he sent me an overlay. I forgot to put it up, okay? Leave me alone.
God. We're already like halfway through the stream, dude.
I know, but it's all Bisu Dagger's fault.
Oh yeah, totally, dude. I mean, Child Abuse case right there. I mean, the baby was crying while I was doing that commercial.
Hey, it's not child abuse. Calm down. It's not child abuse if the child's not actually crying.
So where's my mod powers again?
Okay. What do you mean mod powers? What?
On your stream.
Stream? I don't know. I gave you mod powers at one point?
Do you? I don't have them.
Okay, well it doesn't matter.
I think it matters.
Okay. Alright. Hold on. I've almost got the overlay up, and then things will look beautiful. Promise. Okay, that should work now.
John.
That's not my fault, okay? It's all Bisu Dagger's fault. Alright. So,
Unreal.
Okay, let's go to game 3.
All right, let me know when you're gonna start.
Okay. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome to game 3 of Team Fat versus Team Ajae. We're going to be playing this on match point in the top right-hand corner. The white Protoss, that is going to be DeWalt. And down in the bottom left, the teal Protoss, that is going to be, I believe this is Pusan.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I don't know who Jat Naldo
Jat
is.
Naldo is. You know what? We can totally just check the page. Yep, it's definitely Pusan, so I'm awesome. Congratulations to me.
Another PvP, which makes me a little bit sad because I don't like seeing mirror matchups. But oh well. Where match point is, I would say it's also it's a pretty good drop map actually because of the fact that the natural is so close to the middle of the map, kind of that it's kind of hard to stop shuttles coming in. And then the main base is a little bit wide open as well, so pretty cool there. And then I don't know. I guess the map otherwise it's kind of a strategic battle of the high ground pods. So we'll see who can take advantage of that.
Oh my gosh, I'm finding out the overlay isn't doing what it's supposed to do. But all right, let's just go ahead and get to the game.
Oh yeah, it's not.
So last game we saw a very aggressive play from Zeus to go ahead and go for that early zealot poke with mana pods. Do you think we'll see something like that in this game, or do you think both players will open up a little bit more passively?
Well, neither player has sent out an early probe just yet, so I would assume that minor pilots are not on either player's agenda right now. Looks like both players have gone for a pretty standard early gas timing, so we're both going to see the early cores come out from these two players and maybe potentially fast reaver tech. But again, like last game, the reaver tech wasn't the fastest. So, oh yeah, we'll have to see what goes on. I'm just curious of how match playing really plays out in PvP. I know that obviously high ground pods with dragoons are important, but trying to theorize what else happens.
Well, I always say this about match point. The big point about match point is always that drops are incredibly effective on this map just due to how big the mains are. So it's very difficult to actually deal with early reaver drops and things of that nature because you have so much room to work around, and it's hard to actually get to actually cover all that space in your main and your natural. Especially since the natural is right adjacent to this wall, you can kind of easily just jump in between the main and natural.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Both players, interesting enough, not opting for that initial zealot, just both gonna wait for the dragoon first. So, pretty interesting. If one player went proxy 2-gate, they would have been dead right now.
Yeah, pretty much mirrored builds so far. They're both scouting at exactly the same time. Both the scouting probes are going to get into the base at the same time. See pretty much the exact same things. Nothing too crazy. Yep.
So we'll see if any mana pylons go down though. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, that's always the most exciting part of PvP.
Oh, he may be going for it. Yeah, this one here is a really good location. But yeah, it looks like he's gonna glitch out the pro. Oh, he gets it!
Oh wow, yeah, that's so nice.
He actually trapped two probes and also trapped two minerals. So that's actually a huge mana pylon here from Pusan. And we see typically see actually the Ajaes actually been doing this more than the foreigners. Looks like foreigners just don't like doing mana pylons. Maybe just they think it's not as effective. But trapping two probes and getting two minerals is very effective.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And DeWalt can't even get the counter pylon down because his probe gets kicked off. And we're actually going to see the 3-gate opening from Pusan after that successful mana pylon. I think that's a really good decision.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's going Citadel Vadun right now. DeWalt is going Citadel, which means he's going to go for Templar and DT, basically a DT rush at this point. And so it's all going to come down to, does Pusan get out a robo or not? What kind of detection does he get? Does he use cannons or is he going to get the robo? Because at this point, he could actually end up killing DeWalt's entire base, while DeWalt is going to use DTs and try to kill off the Nexus for Pusan. So it's going to be kind of like a race of time of who can kill the other person first, essentially. I've seen games that ended up basically being almost stalemates because of this.
That's crazy, dude. PvP is such a crazy matchup. It looks like last week you had some crazy games. Looks like we're going to continue having some pretty crazy games. I am looking forward to seeing how this turns out. So far, no Robo for Pusan. He's going to stick with this 3-gate and just pump Dragoons out and probably go for an attack. Going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, it all comes down to the timing. Does Pusan move out across that fast enough to deal a lot of damage, or do the DTs come out fast enough to the point where Pusan kind of tries to use his units to kind of just block the chokes and let Dragoons die to DTs in order to stall time for Robo and Forge? So again, Temple Archive is just now going to be coming up. So here come the DTs. At least one initial DT will be coming out soon. Once he gets the minerals to do it.
Is Dwell actually going to sneak this probe around into the main?
Yeah, it looks like he will be in the first couple of a lot of Dragoons actually coming out here at the front, because again, it's a 3-gate timing from these massive amount of Dragoons. No Robo, again, nowhere near Robo. He's just pumping out Dragoons right now. So this probe is going to come in, might be able to see the lack of detection. Is going to be smiling to himself that, hey, I'm going to be able to do this. But actually, if Pusan sees this cannon, he's going to know what's going to be going on.
Yeah, I think at this point you have to
He's
rely
go.
on. Wow, this is so much stuff coming in right now. He's gonna be able to pick off the first 2 Dragoons easily. And is this actually gonna be enough defense? Do you think that Dwell can actually hold here?
Well, he's got the DT out right now, so we're gonna see how well he does. Will the Dragoons go for the cannon, and will they try to push out? Or no, looks like, yeah, they're just gonna push in. Looks like he's just gonna try to ignore the DT. Wow! Nexus in front of the Dragoons, but I don't even know if it's enough right now. He's got 2 DTs right now trying to do damage. The other DT is gonna make a beeline for the base right now. Forge is trying to go up desperately right now.
Oh, there's one pylon there! Is he gonna be no, he's not gonna be able to pick it off right now, but he's gonna have to defend with his first 2 DTs, maybe. He's still sending the other DT across the map, but I don't think he's actually gonna be able to get any damage done. And the damage that is done by these Dragoons in his main base might actually be more than he actually gets done with his DT.
Yeah, I mean, the DT right now is going to be walled off by these 2 Forges here at the same time, so it's going to be a while for the DT to break it down, and at the same time, just, Pusan just throw up one of the cannons, or just use the Forge, as a 300 mineral block, essentially, and he's got the robotics facility coming up. Observers finish very, very quickly, and yeah, again, he's using just DT to try to defend his base as much as possible, and he's picking up probes right now at the same time, so DeWalt is in a world of hurt right now. His entire economy has been shattered. He's got that second Nexus about to come up at the same time, but again, at what cost? All these Dragoons being able to do so many probe kills. He's going to wall off a portion of these minerals right here with this pylon, but again, he's losing too many probes.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal. So I think it's not
he was pylon blocked for a period of time, so the observer wasn't making.
Oh, nice. But yeah, it's I think it's actually not all that bad for DeWalt. Even if he gets shut down, and wait, is this DT actually going to get some probe kills? It got 2. Is it going to get a 3rd one?
Yeah, there's 3 probe kills there.
I mean, it should have done 0 damage. What the heck? Pusan just didn't make a cannon.
7, 8.
Are you kidding me? Is this real life?
Oh, they glitched out a little bit. It could have killed a couple of probes there. But yeah, this is real life. I guess, Pusan just kind of letting DeWalt back in this game a little bit, I would say. He got, 8 or 9 probe kills. And the fact that he's got 2 Nexus up to 1, he can try to pump out probes for a very long period of time and try to get back into this game. Look at this. Pusan not even pumping out of any of the 3 gateways. Looks like he's just going to save money to try to make another Nexus of his own right now. And yeah, he's just really trying desperately, I guess, to come back in his game. I think actually Pusan's behind now. I think he threw this game a little bit.
I think maybe Pusan thought he was so far ahead when he first got those Dragoons in the main base and killed off all those probes that he just got overconfident. He's like, I don't need a cannon. I'm not going to play super safe. I'm just going to wait for the observer. And it came back to bite him. It did not go well for him at all. So just a bit of oversight from him. And now he's trying desperately to catch up against DeWalt's superior economy. DeWalt does have a bit of a disadvantage in terms of tech because he still hasn't even started his robo, but he might actually just go into a big gateway attack with these extra gateways.
Yeah, so when you go for a DT rush, you typically just use the Temple Archives and just go into Storm and Archons and Zealot legs instead, and you skip Reavers entirely. So the robo is only going to be there for observers at the end of the day. But yeah, if anything, he's behind a little bit on infrastructure because he doesn't have as many gateways. But at the same time, Pusan has just not been pumping anything from these 3 gateways for a very long period of time, whereas DeWalt, to some extent, has been, but not as much. He's finally getting that robotics facility to get shuttles and observers now. But again, just not having that second Nexus is just, putting Pusan in such a difficult position economically.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting, like we talked about at the very beginning of this match, how one of the most difficult things about this map is just dealing with drop play. And it seems like both players have kind of bypassed that entirely. with this 3-gate and DT opening, because, you know, you honestly don't have to deal with any drops at this point as DeWalt, because your opponent doesn't have the robo up very early. They're probably not going to be going for the super fast reverse, so you're in pretty good shape to do pretty much whatever you want without too much fear of drop play. He does still have a couple Dragoons back here to deal with it, but this isn't as scary as it would be if you had like a double Reaver drop coming into your main.
Yeah, I mean, he also still has a cannon also in his mineral line, so this is pretty good for him as well, defending against those drops. Meanwhile, you got a shuttle with 2 DTs making its way across the map, and Observatory will just about to finish, and Observer will be started immediately. And so, again, we're going to have to see how much damage these DTs can do. I don't think very much. They can harass a couple of these pylons, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to do the economic damage that they're meant to do.
Oh, it doesn't quite pick off the shuttle, but just always pull back
Actually,
right here.
if he can kill this Temple Archives with the Storm researching, that could be huge. And Observer is only just about halfway, and the Temple Archives is now halfway done, so he might actually be able to kill off this Temple Archives.
Yeah, this game is crazy.
Wow.
This
He's
game
actually
makes...
able to get it. That's intense.
That's... Well, okay. Well, Busan back in the lead.
I wouldn't say lead yet, but this is definitely a very annoying attack to deal with. The fact that, you know, he might even lose a Citadel of a Dune here. He's trying to start Zealot Lights before the DTs make it, but oh my god, it's gonna go down. Yeah, he had to cancel legs too, so he actually has to start from all the way from the beginning. He's gonna have to get another Citadel for legs. He's gonna have to get another Temple Archives. I'm actually surprised he didn't get these earlier, in fact.
Yeah, it's bit of a surprise. This DT is eventually going to go down before he gets any more probes, but man, drop play is pretty good. And we see a storm drop coming in for Busan. He's going to try to follow up on that successful DT harass, see if he can kill the economy after killing the tech.
This is gonna do so much damage. If he drops right here behind this natural base and gets 2 perfect storms, it's just gonna be, I honestly think, lights out at this point for DeWalt. He's trying to set up a 3rd base at the same time though, which is shuttle I think we'll be able to see. The shuttle is in red help, so he has to be a little bit careful of it. But I think, yeah, once he there's no defense. There's not a single pylon, not a single cannon here behind this mineral line. So this shuttle here is gonna be able to drop these High Templars. There's gonna be no, oh, he sees it with the Observer, but here it goes. Well, how good are these storms?
Not bad.
Storm. Not bad.
This is a decent one.
Kills.
He didn't drop the second DT or High Templar, so there's still one more. Oh, he kills off quite a bit more over there with that
10
second.
probes total. 10 probes total. That's a pretty good storm drop, I would say. And yeah, I mean, not the best, but again, doing quite a bit of economic damage there with those storms. And I just don't know what, you know, DeWalt should be doing right now. He's, again, lost a bunch of his tech structures. He's finally trying to remake everything.
It's I don't think the economic damage was enough. That's my thing. Like, even though it was very good, we have to remember that DeWalt came out way ahead economically from the opening, and he's actually got this 3rd Nexus already up, so he's going to be able to pump out even more probes. I really don't think that drop did enough damage.
Okay, fair enough. I think that it's probably equalized at all in terms of economy. At the same time, though, you can see that Busan has just been adding a ton of gateways. He's already going to 8 gateways, whereas, you know, DeWalt has been actually kind of slacking on the gateways. He's only got 4 right now, finally going up to 5 and 6, and probably 7 and 8 soon. But yeah, Busan might try to go for a time attack here at this 3rd base, but there are a lot of cannons here at the same time, so we'll see how much damage that ultimately does.
I like the way that that DeWalt is pivoting. He made an early Archon instead of saving up for more storms, because he knows, you know, my opponent has way better tech than me right now. He could definitely go for an attack, and just having that Archon there instead of saving up for the storms is probably going to be more
DeWalt dropped
useful.
the DT. DeWalt dropped a really annoying DT in his base. He's able to pick off a couple of these pylons and actually stop on power the High Templar gateways that are making. So that's always very annoying to deal with, but the DT does go down. Wasn't able to do much, and he's got these random DTs out in the middle of the map, which are really cool because what they end up doing is they kind of just they're really annoying for Busan to deal with, especially this pylon up here at the 3rd base.
2 shuttles tag each other in the middle of the map, so they both know that they're going for jobs.
Yeah, but here it comes again. He's got a couple Dragoons here in position this time. Looks like the shuttle might go down this time. In fact, maybe we might try to make a beeline for this middle line, just suicide with the High Templar in tow. But here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, the probes. Oh, nice. He pulled the probes well before the storm went off, only losing like 2 probes or something like that. The shuttle over here at the same time for DeWalt is being spotted out by an observer, so Busan will know about this coming out. And we'll have to see if he's able to defend properly. Yeah, he's got a cannon and a couple of Dragoons here at the back.
Right. As you can see, though, this is so impossible to deal with, even with the observers and the Dragoons in place. There's so many open places.
Run the High Templar, get a storm off or something before the Dragoon kills it. Oh my
My
god.
life
got
for
two-
ire!
Okay, you got like 4 probes, I think. So that's
Okay, oh well.
these zealots also gonna be annoying again, trying to pick up another pylon.
He's gonna be able to pick it off. Oh my gosh. Just how to be really annoying by DeWalt. It's kind of funny though, because Pusan's army is gigantic at this point in time, and he's moving across the map. I'm a little bit worried if DeWalt loses control of this high ground too early. He's trying to move all of his units there, but he really needs to get there before Pusan gets to this high ground. Otherwise, it could be lights out for him.
Busan's got way more storms. He's got like 5 High Templar at full energy basically, whereas DeWalt only has 1 with full energy. The other 2 only have 1 storm on them right now. But again, DeWalt hasn't had that 3rd base up running for quite a long time now. He's adding on more gateways than Busan. As Busan just now finally taking that mineral only base, hasn't even transferred probes over there yet. But here's
See the storms going down. Storms going down on all of the zealots, even the backline. There's just storms everywhere. I don't even know whose storms are whose at this point.
I think Busan is coming out a little bit ahead right now. He's got more Dragoons than Zealots right now. But the Dragoons finally crashing in. Another good storm that's going to be able to push out these last couple of Dragoons back just by a tiny bit. Yeah. But where are the rest of DeWalt's units right now? He's just got nothing left.
Yeah, but they're being remacroed at this point. I think it's okay, honestly. This Archon has paid off in dividends. There's only Dragoons left, and like pure Dragoon versus Zealots is always going to be very difficult. Even with really good micro at this point in the game.
Yeah, because speed loss just do a ton of damage right now. And yeah, just these 2 Archons just basically shoving back all these Dragoons. The Dragoons just popping like water balloons as well.
Oh my gosh, she doesn't kill the Archon. The Archon survives with 10 shield. Oh god, that's going to be so difficult.
Another High Temp on the back here that's going to go down to the rest of the units. Has 1 storm on it actually.
There's a big counterattack coming into the natural, but I think that's going to be cleaned up just as well. DeWalt just being on top of where he needs to be, and just having those earlier cannons and having that early Archon has really paid out for him. You can tell that he really thought ahead in terms of his composition and his positioning there.
Yeah, and DeWalt's economy right now is starting to kick in a little bit. He's now pulling ahead in supplies, about 30 supply up on Pusan right now. So you can tell that, yeah, early 3rd base, especially with the early gas, is able to net him a lot more Archons, a lot more High Templar into his army composition. Whereas Pusan had them earlier on, but is now is not remacroing up a lot of High Templar. He's kind of sticking more to Dragoons.
And DeWalt has an observer over this 4th base for Pusan, so he knows it's going down. He's just going to beeline straight for the base. With a couple of gateway units over here.
Yeah, it looks like Pusan's gonna go for a counterattack with his units right now in the middle of the map, sitting on this high ground pod essentially. But no, it looks like he's just trying to pull back. Nope, he's again being very hesitant in the middle of the map right now. He's got to pick one direction, go with it. He's gonna give up this 4th base at the same time. So yeah, doesn't get a cancel actually on that Nexus, which is actually kind of really bad for him right now. Needs some money. And
actually, more units coming into this 3rd. This could be disastrous for Pusan if he doesn't get a lot of damage done in this 4th base.
Yeah, DeWalt going for another counterattack at this 3rd base, so he canceled the 4th base, now going for a 3rd base, and once this 3rd base goes down for Busan, he's going to have no economy. He's mined out his main base effectively.
Oh, a whole bunch of probes walking through the Archon? Okay, no. I was afraid that the splash damage from the Archon would just kill all the probes instantly.
Yeah, but look at this, the remacro, just the remacro from DeWalt is just so much, there's just so many units here, and he's able to hold off. You know, he's already turned the tides here at this attack at 3rd base, and he's going in for the kill at this natural base. There's got nothing left here for Busan.
There's a couple storms, but storms don't help if you don't have any units to clean it up.
High Templar, DeWalt used that storm on the probes. Here he goes, moving in position. Oh my god, all the probes going down. Well,
oh my god.
Really well done there, but yeah, this is nothing left for Busan. DeWalt is he had a huge storm drop at this 3rd base for DeWalt, but unfortunately there's the GG there from Busan.
You have no army, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So that's gonna be game number 3. Team Fat looks like it's gonna take a game back in another PvP. Gonna take revenge for the Bonnet versus Zeus game.
Yeah, impressive play from DeWalt. DeWalt, I think, has been the foreigner who's struggled the most during the first 2 weeks, but that game honestly looked pretty dominant. He was just very on top of his play, being very smart about his tech choices and things like that. So really well played by DeWalt. I'm impressed.
Yeah, really well done for him. So good job for Team Fat to pick up another win here and force a game 4.
Right, and before we go into game 4, we're going to watch a quick commercial break from Beastie Dagger. We'll see you guys when we get back.
What a great win we just saw. DeWalt versus Pusan, with DeWalt taking a big win here. Team Fat is climbing back. It's 2-1 now. Guys, I am BC Dagger, of course, with Little Dagger here, and he is sporting the pirate outfit now. Please donate on Matcherino.com. Enter the code FATBroodWar if you want to donate a free dollar. It will be truly appreciated. I just can't believe it. DeWalt over Pusan. What a huge win for this team. Guys, I can't wait to see you at the end of game number 4.
Just showed my face. So good message from Bisu Dagger. I always love seeing Little Dagger. Like, that's one of the cutest babies out there. I usually hate babies. I think they're super. But
Wow, Jesus.
no, it's true. No, okay. So I think babies are like the ugliest humans on Earth. Just throwing that out there. But Bisu Dagger's baby is pretty cute. Not gonna lie.
All right, sounds good.
All right, let's go ahead and move into game 4. Give me 1 second to get set up. All right.
This is gonna be between True Cats and Firebat Hero.
Yep.
True
Touch
game.
versus Firebat Hero, and we're gonna start the replay in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Wait.
1.
I think I loaded the wrong replay. Let me see.
Game 4.
It's on Sniper Ridge, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a Protoss on this map.
Wait.
Did Firebat Hero off race? No. He switched game 4 and game 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Game 5 is the actual one. All right.
All right. Okay. Pretend you guys didn't see this. You guys didn't see this game. That never happened. There wasn't a game 5. Everything ended earlier.
Well, they play game 5s for fun too.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right. So, okay, you got the replay loaded now?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is on. Was this Neo Jade?
Looks like Polaris Rhapsody.
Oh, was it Polaris Rhapsody? Really? Wait, no, it's Overwatch.
Oh, is it Overwatch? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
according to Wikipedia.
Okay, I saw the what's it called, the blue tile set in the spawn positions, and I'm like, oh, it has to be Polaris, right?
Fair enough.
Nope.
All right. So in the bottom right, in the red, that is going to be the foreigner, True Touch, Polish player. See if he can pull out the game and bring it to at least give the foreigner team a chance in this series. And up in the top left, the untouchable hero for Team AJ so far, it is Firebat Hero.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Firebat Hero, even though I think he's funny, but because my favorite player of all time, actually, for those of you who don't know, actually isn't Flash. It's he who must not be named, Savior. So.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that player is. He doesn't. There are no games of him on record.
I hate you. Anyway,
I'm just kidding.
So
Savior was a great player.
That's why I have a little bit of a hatred for Firebat Hero, because he crushed Savior's soul and turned him emo. So
that's fair. That's a perfectly normal way to feel, I guess.
I guess. Anyways, looks like we're gonna see a 12 ass here from True Touch.
Yeah, sorry. Hold on. I am writing down the things. True Touch versus Firebat. So one interesting thing about Firebat Hero.
Cool. Okay, cool.
One interesting thing I think about Firebat Hero is that he is one of the few people on Team AJ that was pretty high up there back in the heyday of Kespa era. So his mechanics are still really strong comparatively to some of the other players on Team AJ. And since he does so much casting still, I think his game knowledge is still pretty tip-top. I think he's by far the best player on Team AJ.
So this is pretty interesting. We saw True Touch open up with a very unstandard 12 pool. You don't typically see 12 pools these days. And Firebat here is actually opening up with a factory by getting the refinery so early. So we might see a 1-1-1 build coming out from Firebat here. Scan, I think, just recently actually put in a build order primer for everyone to look at for the 1-1-1.
Yeah, so this is pretty interesting from both players so far. Looking forward to seeing how this works. What do you even do with the 12 hatch? Do you just go for the fast Zergling speed, or is he? It looks like he's actually just going to be going straight for the lair.
Yeah.
little bit surprised at this opening.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a two-hatch kind of build order because of how much minerals he has. He's not going to be throwing down a third hatch anytime soon, it looks like. Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting to see how it goes down. Actually, Fire Out here has kept all three guys in gas. So we might actually see a two-port Wraith here coming out from him.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. But you know, I think two hatch Muto does pretty well against the two-port Wraith. So if he does decide to go for that, it's going to be... Oh, look at that surround. That was actually beautiful. Pulling out the drone to surround that SCV.
Yeah, well, then they're going to be able to deny scout information once that layer pops, and he'll be able to know exactly. But yeah, here comes two SCVs getting in position for the starports. There's one, and there is two. Dude, there you go. It's like the longest two in the world. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. There's a two-port Wraith, looks like, from Fire Out Hero.
I think that's so surprising since you scout this this two-hatch lair play. Like you can expect that the Aspire is going to be going up, and maybe he just thinks he can out micro the Mutalisk and the Scourge with the Wraiths. So pretty ballsy play from Firebat Hero, if I do say so.
Well, it's really good here from True Touch because he's already sniffed something out. He's already seen that there's no command center at the natural base for Firebat here, so he knows there's some kind of one base play. So I think he's already kind of sniffed something out. It's kind of sniffing out that it might be a Wraith build.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But so if it were something like Vulture drops, would this still be a good move, or do you think that a Hydra Den would have been better? Or do you think he's playing this blindly, or do you think he has a very good idea of what's going on?
He probably has a really good idea. I think that if it was Vultures, you would have seen more Vultures coming out of that factory, and I think that he had a little bit of scouting with that Overlord, and maybe I've seen some of the things. He's also kind of seen some of these units back here as well.
Oh, he's going to leave an Overlord out in the middle of the map, maybe. Oh, no. The Zerglings come out just in time to save it.
Yeah, he sees a couple of these Vultures out, but it's not really indicative of a dropship play, per se. So this Overlord is trying desperately to run away from these Marines, and yeah.
Let's get one of the Marines, so I think this Overlord will survive as long as he's constantly microing it. That's obnoxious.
Yeah, it's just got to throw in a couple more APM to this Overlord constantly, unfortunately. So yeah, Marines is going to run back again.
I mean, eventually it is going to die, but the whole point of keeping it alive is pretty big at this point in time. Especially since he just got that Spire to finish.
Yeah, look, he popped a Scourge. He popped a Scourge out really, really early, and I think that Firebat here saw it with that Vulture, so he now knows that he's got to be a little more careful with these Wraiths, and he's going to go right to the location where most Overlords are, and he's going to be pulling back because he doesn't want these Wraiths to get caught up by the Scourge. But once these Mutas come out, yeah, it's going to be a two-part Wraith versus a two-edge Muta build, and once the Cloak finishes, though, I think the tide will swing because he's not going to have any detection nearby.
Right. We still don't see Overlord speed coming out from True Touch right now either, so he's definitely playing this a little bit off the cuff.
Oh, missed my Scourge, and there's the Cloak.
There's the Cloak, so he's going to have to pull back. He actually probably has to split these Mutas. Oh, never mind. The race pull away. So that's a little bit annoying to deal with. He's probably just going to have to go back and play defensively, but I think in the long term this does favor the Zerg player, doesn't it? Like, he picks off one of the Wraiths.
Yeah, long term it does because, you know, Firebat Hero's just got no economy to speak of right now because he's not on a second base, whereas True Touch has a second base already up, and it's got a couple of drones by minerals, but mostly important is that gas. Unfortunately, this one Overlord here is going to be taken out by these Wraiths, and yeah, and right now it looks like, yeah, he's transitioning into a couple more drones here from True Touch, so we might see another third base game thrown up maybe soon. I don't think so, probably. Yeah, he's just going to probably pump out more Overlords and more Mutalisk at the same time. And
looks like those scouting
Vultures.
Yeah, scouting Vulture gets picked off, so that's a nice small win for True Touch. He's able to deny scouting information right now. If he can kill off this other Vulture, which I don't think he knows is out there, but if he can kill it off, then it's much easier for him to take a third in the foreseeable future.
Yep. It looks like also at the same time, Firebat here is not gearing up to take his natural base. He's already putting up missile turrets over at this location in the meantime, so it's going to be pretty good for him. Ooh, Wraiths might be able to pick out this one Overlord here, and before the Mutas get back in time, yeah, there you go. And this is one of the little games that is essentially very important in the Wraith vs. Mutalisk micro, is that with Cloak Wraiths, you try to pick off the Overlords before the Mutalisk can get back in time to deal with it, but there's Overlord speed, so looks like it's going to be a lot harder now.
Yeah, it's going to be much easier for him to defend against this. So we see the Cloak come down, but with good micro, the Mutas should win this fight.
Yeah.
Good micro so far from Firebat Hero. He's doing a good job of
Oh
picking
my
off
god,
these
but
mutas.
he's lost so many rays right here actually, and finally the cloak is coming down, but he's just gonna move out these speed overloads to deal with it as well. And oh my god, Fire right here has actually got 2 rays left.
This is pretty disastrous. This whole idea of opening Teleport Wraith when you know what you're up against is a little bit confusing, but he does have the missile turrets down. It's difficult for True Touch to actually get any return damage in right here without any Zerglings. I wonder if this is the point in the game where you just make 12 Zerglings and just go for an all-in.
Yeah, I mean, I think Zerglings should be a fantastic position. The problem is he doesn't have speed upgrade on those Zerglings. He's saying he asked for all his Mulas. But at the same time, I think Carapace 1 is just about to finish now for these Mulas, so they're going to be even easier able to deal with any kind of Marines or turrets or Wraiths to deal with. So, you know, it's going to be, I think Fireback here is in a very difficult position. He's not going to be able to get that, second base forever.
Yeah, he can't even make Marines out of this this barracks because it's so far out of position.
Yeah, he's going to have to lift him over.
But at the same time, True Touch has to be very careful about the way that he micros these mutas. He really can't be losing too many because that's all of his control on the map. If he loses too many mutas or takes too many free shots from the Wraiths or the missile turrets, eventually that is going to add up and he's going to lose his lead. So just has to be a little bit careful.
Oh, losing colors overlords, straggling overlords.
Yeah, this a little bit of miscontrol again from True Touch. This is what I'm talking about. You have to be absolutely perfect in this skill matchup between the Wraiths and the Mutalists.
Yeah, he's starting to grow up now. He's got a Hydra's then. He's actually gonna go get a Hydra speed upgrade right now because he's in such a good position right now, I think, to basically take this game with some kind of a timing push of some sort. All these Wraiths here are just gonna melt to those Hydras once they come out. Bunker's gonna be at the front as well. But yeah, he's already started pumping out Hydras, and he's floating a decent amount of money though, which is a little unfortunate. I think he should have gotten a third hat treat up a little earlier.
Right.
One of the barracks is gonna go down though.
Yeah, this is brutal. As long as he just sits here in between these two bases, it's gonna be difficult for Firebat here to actually get anything done. And is that bunker actually gonna finish? If that bunker finishes, that's gonna be much harder to break this area. And honestly, he should have just targeted down that one Marine that was sitting there.
Ooh, losing 2 Mutas there. A lot of his Mutas are actually quite low right now, but once those Hydras move across the map with that speed upgrade and the range upgrade, it's going to be very, very difficult for Firebat here to hold, I think. He doesn't have siege tanks on the way, no machine shop even started yet.
What do you think about this in-base third hatch? I feel like that could have very easily been a third base considering how much map control he had.
Yeah, I agree too. I think he should just throw up a third base at this point. Look how much money he has. I mean, it's not like he's going Greater Spire. He's getting second Carapace upgrade on those meters. I honestly think he should just go into Greater Spire and just try to siege some of these areas with a bunch of Scourge and a bunch of these Hydras to defend the Guardians or whatever. But here we go, a big attack coming in here. We're gonna see how well Firebat is able to do. He's gonna have to pull a bunch of these SCVs here.
Yeah, there's only 2 Marines in that bunker, so it's gonna be very difficult for him to actually get any meaningful damage down onto these Hydras.
The bunker goes down.
There goes the bunker, and there's only the Wraiths left to deal with it, and Hydra's very good against Wraiths, even in these numbers. We'll have to see how good Firebat Hero's micro is. He is pushing back a few of these Mutalists so far, but this is getting pretty brutal.
Yeah, he's going to make a beeline in for the main base and just camp the production facilities and rally units across the map. As you can see, just Hydra screaming across the map right now. And there's nothing that can be done right now. All the barracks are going to go down to these Hydralists, and the Wraiths can never engage these Hydras head on, or else they're just going to get melted because of, again, the paper airplanes. And yeah, the second barracks is going to go down now. I mean, he's doing a good job picking out these overloads actually, but at the same time, there's just like 5 overloads here.
So many units have actually been picked off by these Wraiths. It's actually really impressive. Even more being picked off. Actually, this force is starting to dwindle.
Yeah, I just don't think it's enough right now. Firebat Hero is just now getting a machine shop right now. The command center is going to go down. All the SCVs here at this base are going to go down as well. The Wraiths are doing their best to try to whittle down the force of the Hydralists. I think range upgrade is not just... Oh, I think range upgrade is finally down for the Hydras as well. But yeah, this command center is going to go down. And Firebat here is going to be relegated back to 1 base, assuming he doesn't just instantaneously tap out once this command center goes down.
Yeah, still averaging at over 400 APM though. Firebat Hero is not giving up. He's still ready to keep doing this. There's only 3 Overlords left. If he can pick those off, he can definitely pick off the rest of this force, but they're just too well protected. True Touch doing a really good job of
And the CC
keeping his
goes down.
overlords in good position. There goes the CC. Almost all of the Mutalisks are dead at this point, but I don't think that it even matters to True Touch anymore, because he's just going to go pure Hydra. He can honestly just go pure Hydra Ling at this point and overrun the base.
Yeah, I mean, at this point with the range upgrade on these Hydras, it's so difficult for the race to do anything, because once they, before they even get into the range of the Hydras, they're already taking pot shot damage. So it's gonna be very difficult. I think True Cat should, yeah, he's floating so many minnows right now. Just triple expand, dude.
he doesn't even, he's so excited, man. I think that's what's going on. It could also been that he was supply block for a little while, losing a couple of overlords.
Very
we'll
possible.
have to see.
Fireback Hero is doing a very good job of picking up all these overlords. And slowly but surely, this Hydra force is just whittled down at this base at this point. But yeah, it looks like he's gonna take that inside mineral base for whatever reason. I'm not really sure about it, but whatever he wants to do, he's so far ahead at this point. Oh, lurkers! Here come the lurkers. So
yeah, that should be pretty much GG. But this is so obnoxious to deal with. But still, Firebat Heroes, he's microing so well with these wraiths. It's actually insane how much damage he's done with this group of wraiths. He's been able to pick off so many units and delay this inevitable in for quite a while. I'm not sure if these lurkers are very good because they're not protected right now. They're just going to pop out and get popped by these wraiths.
Yeah,
not something you say very often.
Yeah, both the lurkers go down immediately. But at the same time, again, True Cats is already been working on air upgrade 2s. You got the Carapace 2, range attack 2 is on the way now for these Hydralisks. He's starting to get more expansions across the map. He's trying to keep his money low. Just at least try to keep playing this game to a standard amount. Actually, these raids come in here to this natural base and kill all these drones. He's gonna be pretty devastating to True Cats.
Yeah, we'll have to see. At the same time, though, this is quite a huge investment. He could actually just die in his main while he's harassing here. We'll have to see. This is crazy.
Base
so many
race.
drones going down. I think this is gonna turn up into a base race. The first tank is out, but I don't think it matters. It's walking into all these units and it's gonna die instantly. As long as True Touch just plays this methodically and pushes in slowly with these this Hydra Lurker, he's going to easily be able to take this down. He's on top of the production. There's only 2 Marines left, 1 Marine left, nothing left except for a couple of Wraiths, and the Wraiths are going to try to do some damage in the main, but this is a full-on base race at this point. You can see True Touch is already, he is expanded to the bottom left-hand corner. Firebat Hero's picking up his units, loses all of his SCVs though, so this does have a timeline.
Desperately right now. He's trying to be like, I need to hold on somehow. Actually, ironically, if he's able to actually kill off all of these overlords and have cloak, and True Guys doesn't have any money left to mine.
Is this one SCV gonna get out?
Oh, he does.
It's gonna get out. Oh wait, no.
There's one Hydra. There's one Hydra.
Okay, this is what really matters. There's the Hydra kill it.
SCV goes down. So
yeah,
Firebat Hero can no longer make any buildings. So these last starports are gonna be what's left. But he's got again a bunch of these wraiths out across the map right now. So again,
is this the point where you just make extractors everywhere?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he's trying to make wraiths right now. Look at he's trying to make wraiths before the supply. Yeah, now he's supply cap because he's got no more. Oh no, the lurker's gonna find out where these starports are. And of course, he's gonna have to cancel this last wraith that's being produced, and he's gonna have to try to lift these starports off into other areas around the map. But again, there's no mining being done at any of True Cat's bases. As a matter of fact, I think he's just saving money in case that he ever needs to make more drones and extractors across the map.
Yeah, I don't think he has any.
Oh, he's got
right
he's got one SCV. He's got one SCV at the 9 o'clock position.
There's a supply depot going down.
The Hero SCV. If it makes a command center and then Firebat Hero comes back in this game, that'd be the greatest game of all time.
Yeah, I do think that True Touch needs to collect all of his units. Like, it's really nice to have this vision around the map, but with this many wraiths floating around, it's very... Oh my god, are you kidding? He found the supply depot! He found the supply depot with the lurker!
And he killed off the last SCV, so now all he needs to do is build Vitas to try to kill off the rest of these starports, because I think the starports are in positions where the Hydras cannot hit them, or at least maybe one of them. But
well, at this point, if you know your opponent can't actually make anything else, like, all you do is just go camp a hatchery, right? That's all you have to do.
That is true, and just build up units. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
You don't even have to look around the map for the other buildings. You just have
But again, the issue is right. So here's the issue. Every single overlord that True Cats has is with these Hydras right now. So he's 3 overlords in the entire map right now. So if he loses these 3 overlords, again, the Rays can just cloak in and kill off all these Hydras, and it's just game over.
Right.
So this game is still a lot closer than we think.
Yeah, with a couple of drones coming out at the natural over here. And you see Firebat Hero is spreading out his race. He's going to be looking for these drones, trying to pick them off. I think this is honestly the point in the game where you just actually spend 100, get burrow. It's pretty normal, or pretty abnormal to actually go for the burrow at this point in the game. But if it helps you save all of your drones every time these raids come in, then it's 100% worth it.
This is actually hysterical right now. I think TrueCat should be doing a little bit better with where his Hydralisk placement is right now, right, though, because he's got 2 right now at the main base of Firebat Hero, because he's doing nothing, and that could be attacking potentially the starports right now. And yeah, one, he doesn't know where the starports are. Well, he knows where 1 is. But 2, again, he needs to just camp a hatchery, just make drones there, and just mine. Because at this point, Firebat Hero is stuck on whatever he has. TrueCats is the only person with potential to actually continue this game right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he is finally going to come all the way back into his main and just camp here with whatever units he has. He's just abandoning his other bases, saying, you know what, those are just hatcheries, they don't even matter. And one of the Hydras up in the top right gets picked off by these Wraiths. They might be able to find the other 2 Hydras as well. So right now, it's just a matter of just sitting back and relaxing, just saying, I don't have to go for a win right now, I just wait.
Yeah, basically, and then just, build up enough overlords, build up enough of whatever, and just slowly win this game. Look at this, the starboard's coming back down right now, and we've actually got a couple of these Hydras in this top corner. The Lurker has seen it. It's funny because the Lurkers basically are being bird vision for TrueCats right now. But yeah, he's just slowly building up his forces once again, and we'll see. I mean, it's still possible that the Wraith Micro is so good that he ends up killing off all these Hydras without losing too many of the Wraiths, and he's able to win the game. But, I mean, the chances are just so slim right now.
A lot of these Wraiths are pretty low, though. Like you said earlier, they have been taking a lot of chip damage from just walking up to these Hydralisks and just getting small chip damage here and there. And it's added up. They're pretty low.
Yep, there's one goes down right there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got like about 5 of them in like red health right now. So effectively, if they even get in range of the Hydras just 2-shot are gonna be able to 2-shot like half of these Wraiths. So effectively, this force is actually only at about probably about 6 or 7 right now. He's got about, I think, about 10 or 11 of the Wraiths right now.
Right. So they're trying to come in once again. They might be able to snipe an Overlord.
Oh, they're trying to snipe Overlords, yeah.
That was a pretty big win, but again, taking some more chip damage on these.
Yeah,
and they're getting cornered. 3 of them go down. This game is so tense, and they're not quite in range. The Overlords aren't quite in range for the vision. I feel like there's only 4 or 5 of those Wraiths left. I don't think it's possible to win the game at this point.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, he's mining again. That's the most important thing. He's trying to go after one of these Overlords again, getting to pick off another one. So really a pretty good job of stalling. But again, another Wraith goes down. 1 more is in deep red health. The other 3 are like in yellow. And now he's got no more Clove energy as well. So he's gonna have to wait for a very long time, and the longer he waits, the longer that TrueCats has to build more Overlords, to build more drones, and just be able to re-macro a couple Hydras. Actually, he's got like 4 Wraiths left, and like 2 of them now are on red health. One's at 4 HP.
Yeah. I think at some point though he's gonna have to give up. Like there's nothing else he can do at this point, and the economy is starting to slowly blow up for True Touch. He's trying to be cute and split his Wraiths and do damage in different places at once, but
oh my God,
there's nothing left. Yeah, Scourge about to come out. This is gonna be brutal.
Yep, the last 2 Wraiths over there go down. There's 3 or 4 Wraiths left. All of them of which are in red health. And yeah, TrueCats can literally just make 1 meter and just go chase down these buildings at this point, because even 1 meter could deal with all 3 of these Wraiths because of how low they are.
Man. This is like the longest GG.
But here we go.
Ever.
There's all the Scourge, and yeah.
Yep. At this point, you have to be like GG. Yeah, there's the GG. Firebat Hero, no longer indestructible, takes his first loss in the Fat versus Ajae series. Whew. That game. Ugh. Give me a moment to breathe. Oh gosh. Man. All right. So that ties up the series 2-2.
Yeah, Team Fat has now come back into this game, 2-2. We're going to ace match.
Yeah, impressive. So we're going to go to a quick message from Bisu Dagger, and after we get back, then we'll go to the Game 5.
Big win again for Team Fat as game number 4 went in True Touch's favor. The first win over Firebat Hero in this league. I wonder what kind of shame Firebat is feeling for Team Ajae. Man, it's going to be going to the ace match, and the ace match will be Pusan versus True Touch. Going to be a good one, guys. If you are enjoying this event, please donate to Matcherino.com, enter Fat Brood War, or at least dip into your wallets to donate your own money. And look at our adorable little ninja. Just look at these pants. Aren't they cute? Yep. All right, we'll see you at the end of game number 5.
All right. Thank you, BC Dagger, for that message. We're going to be moving on to the final game. And I think I may have finally figured out how to cover up the replay progress without spending too much resources.
Nice.
Let me see what we got. Hold on. Okay, where's... Okay, maybe I didn't. Hold on. We got this. Don't worry, guys. I have to have like something that's like Brood War related that I can just like smack on top of there. Whatever. We're gonna do the Milky Way galaxy. Oh dang, that's gigantic. Okay, this was a mistake. Oh, this is like the ultra high definition one. Never mind. We're not gonna use that. Never mind, guys. All right, we're just gonna move to the last replay, and hopefully we'll get that fixed for next week. That's me just being bad. So this is game 4, but it's actually game 5.
Yep. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, we're in the replay. We're gonna unpause it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, final game of Fat versus Ajae. It is gonna be True Touch, who just won an epic game versus Firebat Hero, versus Pusan, who has been doing quite well so far in the series as well. So, what's your bet on this one, Flash for the win? Who do you think is gonna win?
Well, didn't Pusan lose his other game against DeWalt?
Oh yeah, I guess it was DeWalt. Yeah, DeWalt's a god.
Yeah, and so I feel like if anyone, TrueCats has an advantage. Although I'm not sure how Pusan's PVZ is. I forgot. I think Pusan's PVZ was his best matchup, if I recall correctly. So I mean, we'll have to see, obviously.
If he plays it the same way that he did in the ASL, we can expect to see a lot of dead Corsairs.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. I remember that game now. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like almost as bad as when Bisu played.
Oh. But no one expects Pusan to lose that many Corsairs. Or I mean, everyone expects Pusan, but no one expects BC to lose that many Corsairs. So
that's fair. Bisu just has the super high standard. So this is Sniper Ridge. This is
you mean, not Nazi Ridge.
It's Nazi Ridge. Anyhow. I was gonna make some kind of Polish player comment, but I should not. So, moving any.
Wait, TrueCats is Polish, isn't he?
Yes. So we do see Overpool coming out from True Touch. So he's gonna be going for a bit more of an economic build. This is, like I always say in PvZ, this is pretty standard now, just because it allows you to get those early Zerglings out, deal with any sort of cannon rushes or pylon blocks or anything like that pretty safely. It's a little bit better than the 12 hatch, or sorry, the 12 hatch or the 12 pool.
Lamada was asking in the chat if you were the tech guy. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't do anything. I just sit back and cast. That's my job.
Yeah, I'm the tech guy. I'm obviously not very good at my job. I should be fired.
I would be worse. So let's just put that out there right now. I'd be far worse. But anyways, we see the Overpool coming out from TrueCats, and probably we'll see a third base coming down in the next, I would say, 2 or 3 minutes.
Right. And by the way, Chad is also upset that you're calling him TrueCats because his name is True Tax.
No, True Tax.
Yeah, and in Polish that's True Touch, which is why I'm saying True Touch.
Okay. So True Touch.
It's whatever you want to.
Whatever. You know what? I'll call him Minus if I have to, because that's right now his name in the replay file. It's Minus True Touch. Minus.
That's you're one of the worst people. So we do see the Nexus going down. There's the gas steal in the Zerg main, but I don't really think that's much of a problem. It's gonna be
just like an extra pair of lings and just kills it. Like I don't.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even like need to make the extra pair of lings early on. Like you just take the gas in the natural. But the third hatch is going down pretty late. I feel like it should already be down about now.
Yeah, where's his drone? I saw a drone moving out. There it is. Okay.
Yeah. So he's floating a little bit of money. So a little bit late on that drone move out to take the third. Maybe just
Oh,
focusing on
he
trying
let
to
the
kill
probe
this.
back in.
Oh, the probe. Probes are the most annoying unit in the game.
Ironically, John would have never done this because he's actually really good at killing off my worker, except he messes up the rest of his build order.
Yeah, I'm so good at killing your worker. That's like all I focus on. Because I know it'll tilt you if I kill off your worker really early.
Well, it doesn't tell me. I'm just like, God damn it. I mean, because I know you're spending like 50 of like that 200.
No, it's like
build.
200 APM, like just trying to kill off the thing. the
Anyways.
other 50 is like, oh, I should make things. Anyhow, the gas in the main is being taken out by these Zerglings. Takes the gas at the natural, as expected. The third base does get scouted by Pusan, so he's gonna know what's up. He's not gonna be too worried about what's coming out, and we're probably gonna see the Stargate coming out as soon as the Cyber Core finishes.
Yep, and probably gonna see another similar going down for Busan soon because you always want that second gas, and there it is. There it is right there. Probe is coming back into the base again for Busan, and unfortunately they're not able to kill it again. Jesus,
Shine should take some lessons from me.
Shine would be disappointed right now. Let's just say that.
And it gets to walk behind the mineral lines for free. That's brutal.
Yeah.
But one more hit. Block with the drone. Block with the drone.
Or block with this one link.
There it is.
The pro finally goes down, but one zealot actually just harassing this third base right now, so he's gonna have to deal with that a little bit later. Another zealot moving into the natural base. So when these Zerglings are gonna be dealing with the zealot the third, this zealot can sneak in here to the natural base. So that's gonna be very interesting from Pusan. So maybe try to.
Important thing to note: he actually went for the Hydra Den before getting his lair. So either this is a very aggressive build, or his build just got so misaligned early on that he felt that he couldn't actually go for that early lair with this harassment coming in. And he's a little bit of inattention. He's actually going to lose some free lings to this this Zealot. And Zealot doesn't go down like it should.
Yeah, both of these Zealots actually have been doing quite a bit of damage.
Oh my god, is that a Dragoon? I've not seen an early Dragoon in like PvZ for like
It's gonna kill this Overlord though. There it is.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's been so long since I've seen an early Dragoon in this matchup. Oh, wait a second. Wait. There's no Stargate. That is instead of a Dune.
He skipped Stargate because I think he realized that he's going for a 4-hatch Hydra build instead of going for the layer into Spire build. So we'll see if TrueCats sees something of that sort. Oh my god, is your Dragoon gonna another Overlord kill in the middle of the map?
No, it's gonna be pushed back by these Lings for right now. And the first DT is on its way. I don't know how good a naked DT is gonna do against Zerg though. That's one of the things, like Corsair DT works so well because the Corsairs can clear out Overlords. If you can't clear out the Overlords, then what good are DTs?
Yeah, that is an interesting thing to see that he has opted for not even like one Corsair. He's just sticking to a more gateway-rounded force and maybe go for just a timing attack in the mid-game of some sort rather than waste money on the Corsairs and Stargate tech. But yeah, we got a couple of Sun Colonies here. Really good, actually pretty good sunken placement here from TrueCats. One in the middle line, one behind the middle line. I really like this placement here from the second one, as a matter of fact.
That's pretty interesting. Just having full coverage of that. He can also change that into a Spore if there's drops coming in later. So, very interesting.
Oh, the Dragoon did get a second Overlord kill.
And these looks like these DTs just trying to get control of the center of the map. This is such an interesting strategy, actually. Moving out with the two DTs and the Dragoon, they kind of just escort the Dragoon and allow it to
Oh my
do the
god,
damage.
the Dragoon might actually act. The Dragoon might act as the Corsair trying to attack the Overlord.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty fascinating little play there from Pusan. But back at home, he's getting the High Templar. He's probably researching Storm. Yeah, that's 3/4 done. And do you think he's just going to go for a big 2-base attack? Do you think he's going to add on a whole bunch of gateways coming soon? Okay, we had a pause, but...
luckily, we don't see that because...
we don't have to fill time up, but we do anyway.
Yep. Anyways, so yeah, he's going for a robotics facility. Looks like he might go for shuttles soon, and maybe do something with these two High Templar, which have been building energy for quite some time now. Storm just finished now, so he's gonna have 2 Storms readily available for him. And yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a good Storm drop here, maybe into the main or into the natural base right now. Spire just now going up for TrueCats. I think he's realizing now that there is no anti-air.
Oh, these DTs, are they gonna be able to catch the? No, they don't catch the drones.
Yeah,
changing over to
DTs
that
are
other base.
slow as crap.
DTs are dumb, dude. I hate playing DTs in this game because oh, there's a Dark Archon. There's a Dark Archon.
Oh my god, is he researching? Oh, he's researching Maelstrom!
Dude,
Oh
this
my
is
god,
gonna
is
be
he
the coolest
read?
attack ever.
Is he gonna read the Spire Tech and he's gonna see that it's going down? This might be actually the most insane thing ever. I love when Dark Archons are made, honestly, because I think they're one of the most underrated units in the game because of all their awesome abilities. Like, think about it. In the mid game, you have feedback and you have Maelstrom. In the late game, you can have another 200 army of your opponent.
Yeah, it's like, like nobody's ever gonna do that, dude. No one's ever gonna do that. Oh god.
I mean, Stark did against Gishi play.
Oh my gosh. But this is so interesting, just using these DTs to escort the shuttle across the map. Now, it's so interesting the way that he's taken this standard DT play and just kind of played around with it.
Midas are going to be more for now in the Zerg eggs, and at the same time, here come the Hydras and Lings to throw away the shuttle, and also Scourge are about to pop out of the eggs at the main base as well. So he's going to be able to deal with the shuttle pretty easily at this point, but I think he's going to have to hide the Midas for a little bit. But again, the Maelstrom upgrade is finished now, actually, and the Dark Archon has enough energy for the Maelstrom, only 100 energy for it. So, oh, the shuttle does go down. So now it's High Templar.
You know what I wish we would see from True Touch right now is he's sacrificing all his units. He really wants the Side Templar in the middle of the map, but it's not gonna happen. He even kills the Scourge with the last storm. Oh my gosh, Pusan just playing like full thug life.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, what I would like to see from True Touch is, since there aren't Corsairs out, like, you can spread these Overlords out in the middle of the map, and it's perfectly safe to do so. You don't have to worry about keeping them all trapped at your natural. But first, Mutalisk come over here, and they're gonna be able to kill off these cannons and do quite a bit of damage. We're gonna see if that Dark Archon is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, we'll see. Here it goes. Oh, Dark Archon, the storm on top! Oh my god, it's amazing. All the videos just go pop. Really nicely done there by Pusan.
Like, at this point, do you just GG? Like,
no, I mean, it's a huge investment that he did, but it's not. He didn't make like the full 9. I think he had a couple left at home, so never mind. He did invest quite a bit into these Midas, but yeah, I mean, the Dark Archon is now officially worth his weight. It's already been worth it with the killing off basically all of the Mutalisks there. So we're gonna see. He's gonna have to probably transition just into mass amount of Hydras because, you know, Maelstrom is good, but it's unfortunately just a limited region. So if you get enough Hydras, enough Zerglings, then Maelstrom doesn't do as much.
Right. Looks like he is starting that transition into the Hydras, but he's gone ahead and made a couple more, or at least gathered his last couple of Mutalisks. He's just going to use this, probably mostly just for drop defense, but a huge Protoss force moving out in the middle of the map with a couple of DTs mixed in here as well. So this is going to be really difficult to deal with, and there are almost no units from True Touch. He's got a couple of Sunkens, but I'm not sure this is going to be good enough.
Yeah, storming all over the Hydras here, and there's just not enough here at the front right now. The Sun Clones are just going to be broken by the Dragoons right here. He's got a huge force of Lings and Mutas and Hydras screaming in from the back. But I'm just not sure if it's enough. The storms just absolutely melt down the Zerglings, and there's a bunch of Dragoons here as well. They don't do the best against the Zerglings, but there's enough to the point where a lot of Zerglings don't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, if you have more Zerglings than Dragoons, or if you have more Dragoons than Zerglings, then it doesn't matter. But it looks like this is actually going to get cleaned up, but it did quite a bit of damage.
Yeah. Oh, Storm also in the main base with this High Templar that got cleaned up recently. Killed off about 6 or 7 drones there. Very nicely done there from Pusan. So this attack ultimately did quite a bit of damage there. And the Dark Archon, the Dark Archon. Maelstrom the drones. Yes!
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually most sad about this Dark Archon dying rather than the entire army.
Oh, just keep running, buddy.
Run,
you can do it.
Just run. Manner, please.
Dude, if he kept the Maelstrom and just used it on the ramp right here, just imagine like the plays.
Oh, yeah, actually could have like ran away with it. Yeah, but no, the Dark Archon. I'm really sad now, actually. Like I'm actually sad. That Dark Archon did work.
Yeah, but the real story here is we see a Protoss on 3 fully saturated bases versus 3 bases for the Zerg, the 4th one not even close to being saturated yet. And this is a real problem for Zerg because they can't, as a Zerg player, you can't really spend the next 2 minutes building drones up to saturate this 4th and get that gas.
I mean, yeah, look at oh my god, Pusan just added like 15 gateways. or not
Yeah.
15, but like four extra gateways now. So he's at the 4, 5, 6,
That's
7,
like a
8,
huge
9, 10, 11,
difference.
12. He's got 12 gateways. Quiet. He's got 12 gateways right now. He's gonna be just streaming out Zealots and Dragoons. He's already got +1 upgrade. +2 is about to finish soon. He's also got +1 armor on the way as well. There's nothing really to defend this fourth base. As a matter of fact, he's got a bunch of these Zerglings running around the map, not doing anything. And yeah, once this base gets killed off, I think True Cats is in a terrible position.
Yeah, luckily Adrenal Glands is coming out pretty soon. If he gets Adrenal Glands and +2 Carapace, he might be able to hold on for a little while, but this is pretty brutal. It's very difficult to deal with just the Lings.
Oh, lost the Observer.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's a good news. I really like this Ling flank, just being able to pick up a couple units coming in the back, but it's not going to be good enough right now. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you know the game's over. You know the game's over.
The game's not over, but like, the opponent's feeling overly confident when they just expand to the middle of the map. It's like on Fighting Spear, some people do this as well.
Yeah.
I mean, although at the same time, like, he has map control, and the fact that, like, he's got the third base of this 3-5 position means that rallying troops between the two bases is actually not that bad. So this base might not be too much of a threat. But again, a big attack in this fourth base.
Yeah, the Observer goes down again. So
But,
nothing to
storms.
stop these. Yeah, there still is quite a bit of storms. There's only one more lurker over here to stop this, but this is so difficult. If he can continue to snipe these observers and get lurkers in position, he's going to be okay. But this is another good flank from True Touch. He's going to be able to get a lot of damage done with these lurkers and push back this Protoss army for now.
Yeah.
But this is the slow, inevitable bleed. What I was talking about earlier is if you can't saturate this fourth base, you really can't match the production of the Protoss on 3 bases. And so it's a game of trying to pump out units, but he slowly is going to fall behind on economy and not be able to keep up with the Protoss.
Yeah, Poussin has just been macroing like a madman right now. He's up to 150 supply at this point. True Cats is down by about 50. And obviously, Zerg is kind of naturally down in supply because of how cheap their units are and how little supply they take up. But here comes, we need to see a good storm. But again, yeah, there's the good storm. And the storm's a little too late there onto the units. In fact, they might actually harm it if they have any Hydro Scout. But yeah, there's just way too many Dragoons out here right now. And there's too many Archons, too many Zealots. The Nice Canal goes down. This fourth base is all but gone. Poussin's now saturating that middle base there as well. He's got a billion cans to defend it at the same time. So yeah, I just don't see.
Huge mistake here to not rebuild those Scourge so he could continue sniping the observers. So they're going to be able to get a lot more done here than they should be. And
Another
there's a
great
storm. This is brutal. Just everything from True Touch just going down right now. And even though Poussin's army has dwindled a little bit, he's easily just going to be able to reinforce. He's taking down the fourth base. He's going to be able to push into this third base pretty soon. And it's not looking good for the Zerg player at all.
Yeah, he's even got a robotic support bait done. Not sure where the Reavers are, but even if the game lasts even a little longer, I mean, going Reavers is just going to be so brutal for the Zerg player. I mean, he's already got +2/+1 now on those Protoss ground army. At the same time, he's only got 0-2 on his units for the Zerg. So he's ahead on upgrades. He's ahead on bases. He's ahead on supply. True Cats, I don't know how he's going to be able to come back in this game. I guess maybe a couple of lurker drops and killing off every single one of Poussin's probes might do it, but it's just going to be very difficult.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. But I mean, like, honestly, when we think about what just happened, like, losing that fourth base is devastating, but at the same time, it was kind of like just a base there to look good anyway. Like, it's not like he lost a bunch of mining out of that. So he's still in pretty much the same position he was in earlier. It's just now he doesn't even have a contingency plan to fall back on if he does get a lead.
Yeah, Poussin doesn't actually have that many high tempo with this army, which is kind of a little bit interesting. So, if he gets some good swarms and manages to kill off most of the Zealots, good play all over those units. But again, there's just no units from True Cats right now. So that, I don't see how this game goes on any longer. This is the last swarm. The Philo's going to go down. And, I mean, Poussin's maxed right now, so it's pretty scary.
Yeah, only 78 supply for the Zerg player. Trying to come in with a couple of Lings in the back, but they're not strong enough right now. They don't have the upgrades to deal with this Protoss army, and there's just not enough damage. There's a GG.
And Team Ajae is going to take the series 3-2. Really hard fought, though, by Team Fat. You can, down 2-0, and they able to came back to tied up 2-2. It was very impressive against the Ajaes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This series so far has been Uh, it's been really good. I wasn't expecting the foreign all-star team to do this well in the overall event, but they've won 2 weeks now, or sorry, they've won 1 week now, and one of the this week has been so ultra close that it could have almost very easily been a win in their favor as well. So
Yeah, they haven't been swept, which is something that a lot of people expected. Well, actually, not a lot of people expected, but I mean, like, it was definitely on the table of possibilities for this team to get swept. But the fact that they've won one ace match, lost one ace match, and been able to also make a series out of it, being 3-1 in the second week, this is really exciting, and I hope that this continues on for a lot longer. Actually.
right. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break with BC Dagger, and then we'll be back to say goodbye to everyone.
What a rough loss for Team Fat in the final ace match. True Touch losing to Pusan. Pusan was actually a last recruit just brought in because he had to replace, I believe, Rainbow. And so Team Ajae bringing ace in the hole. Pusan, with his second game, is able to take the win here. Guys, thank you so much for watching this event. Thank you, Flash, for the win, and Esports John for participating and casting this so awesome cast. All right, guys, we will see you in week number 4. And, of course, remember, go to matcherino.com. Thank you.
I love that baby every single time. So that is going to be it for our cast today. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We really appreciate it. And whoops, I'm like pressing all the wrong buttons here. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We really enjoyed you guys participating in the chat as well. I know we didn't read off the chat that much this time around, just because we were trying to figure out technical issues. If we do this again next week, hopefully BC Dagger will be back. But if we do this again next week, we'll have some of those technical issues figured out, and we'll be able to work with you guys a little bit better. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.
Thank you for watching. See you later, guys.